So I was talking for 4 minutes before I realized I had not hit go live, and I saw Ashley say, "Is PFD running late?" And I was like, "What? What is she talking about? I'm right here." And then I realized I didn't hit go live. So I'm going to start everything over that I said before. How long before this game is deemed unserious? I mean, it might already be unserious. I am wondering if I should just go straight to the Die Hard play-by-play. I don't own a physical copy of Die Hard, but I do have a digital copy of it that I can just pop on whenever I want if this game gets crazy. Oh, look at this. There's Rowdy coming in. The master of the Rowdy Bomb, LMAO. This is the second time in 2 days. Yeah, second time in 2 days. This is going to be I don't know what this is going to be. I do know that we've got the Cowboys of Dallas playing the Raiders of Las Vegas. And I did see Tom Brady, an image of Tom Brady walking into the stadium with his Raiders jacket on, which just looks weird. It just looked weird. I'm not ready for this. But Jamar Chase, by the way, is he's a liar. He's a liar. Oh, no. Why is Jamar Chase lying? He spit on somebody. He spit on somebody and lied about it. And there's Rowdy's title right there. He's your television champion. Ashley is your number 2 contender, by the way. Let's honor them for being here first before anybody else. Soldiers there. What's going on? He lied about spitting on Jalen Ramsey. Was that it? And he got punched in the face for it. And then, But the problem that I have with this is that it's against the Patriots. He's going to be suspended. And it's almost like the NFL is trying to give us another Patriots Super Bowl / dynasty situation, and I am just fed up. I'm fed up with it. What's up, currently rebranding? Ashley claims she has a future-telling device, and hers says we have until the second quarter before this game is deemed unserious. It might be unserious already. I might deem this game unserious after the first drive. I mean, that's where I am with these teams right now. We have the Cowboys who were part of that debacle, that Monday night debacle against the stupid Green Bay Packers, giving us a tie. So they're already on my list. And they're always on my list. The Raiders, you know that. By the way, I uploaded, it was going to be a short uploaded tomorrow. I uploaded it to Patreon for patrons already. It'll be uploaded tomorrow. And then Wednesday, you get full content on YouTube. So keep an eye out for those two situations because a lot of content coming this week. And then all of a sudden, we got Thanksgiving week. Are you crazy? Are you serious? This is insane. This is insane. Black Friday. We'll be here Black Friday. I won't be here on Thanksgiving, but I will be here on Black Friday. So just got home from work. I pulled my hamstring. Why is everybody getting hurt? Rowdy got hurt. He hit himself with a hammer. Currently rebranding. Pulled his hamstring at work, so he's in a lot of pain and needs laughs. You guys need to be careful out there. You guys really need to be careful out there. I hope you're okay. Listen, let's sit there with maybe put some ice on it or something. I'm trying to think of what I do when I get hurt or like when I pull my hamstring or something. I just lay down. I lay down. I'll if I can come up with some jokes for you currently rebranding, I will. But man, you guys need to be careful out there. Seriously. Seriously, every single one of you need to be careful. Rams, Pats, Super Bowl, run the 2019 Super Bowl back, but this time the Rams actually score a touchdown. So this is going to be the three-peat then, the trilogy, because they lost to the Rams, the greatest show on earth, lost to the Patriots, and then the Sean McVay Rams lost to the Patriots. So the Rams, this time you would think the Rams would fight back and at least take one from the trilogy. So that would not be good news for the Patriots because typically people don't sweep a trilogy. People typically don't sweep a trilogy. The football teams, though, we don't know. Bob is coming in. Whoa, hold on 1 second. Glass breaks. Hey, chat. Came in just in time to hear Rich rant against the Patriots for the infinite time. It feels fantastic. You guys don't even have to face Jamar Chase. What the hell is that? I mean, come on. The NFL is just like, oh, let's just give everything to the Patriots because we love them. Dude comes in with a $5 and says, fuck Bumble. I dislocated my pinky today, so that's fun. Look at this. What are you guys doing out there that everybody's getting hurt? Everybody needs to stop and take a deep breath and stop hurting yourselves. Please. You dislocated your pinky. Rowdy hit himself with a hammer. And currently rebranding, pulled his hamstring. Bubba's breaking glass. I mean, everybody needs to take a deep breath. I don't know what I've created here, but it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. Everybody's hurting themselves and breaking glass. And Bubba's a Patriots fan, and Jamar Chase is spitting on people and lying about it. The world's gone insane. The world has gone insane. Brian Dusenberry, the horror king, is here. Sean Cantrell, your Phantom Lord champion, is here. Says, hey, all Broncos and Patriots leading the NFL. What is going on? The sprain is after everyone. Yeah, sprain is after everyone. He's been on a rampage this year. He's oh my God, he has set his sights on the PFD live stream. Oh my God, that's what it is. That's why everybody's getting hurt. Sean Cantrell figured it out. I can't believe it. Dude is the stream's top offering right now. Let's get his name up there, even though he is a villain for making me say all the things. But you know what? He's not a full villain because he doesn't make me say the actual words. And now that I said that, he's probably at some point in his future going to make me say the actual words. There we go. Dude, there's your name right up there on screen for the world to see. This game, I'm gonna put up the prediction if anybody even cares about the prediction for tonight. Where's Jimmy England, by the way? Because he, if the Dallas Cowboys lose this game, wait a minute, the Raiders beat a certain team up in New England this year, didn't they? Oh, how about that? How about that? Well. Maybe they're not as powerful as we thought they were. Maybe not. There's Sean Cantrell's title right behind my head. What am I? Oh, wait a minute. We got the Darren Muji painting. I got to show you guys that because he's awesome. Where is, what am I doing? The prediction. That's what I'm looking for. The score prediction tonight is 28-9. I don't know. Let's see. That's the feeling that I have. Who's Baal rooting for tonight? Baal is going to, he's picking the Cowboys, it looks like. He is picking the Cowboys. Hold on. Let's get Rowdy's title and Sean's title over here. There we go. And Baal is picking the Dallas Cowboys. All right. Well, looks like we're in the same stratosphere in terms of who we think is going to win. There's Mason Crosby. He should have like 7 sacks tonight. Dad Batke is here and says the world is ending. The Bears lead the NFC North. Yeah, go Browns. Ahem, says Dave Booth. Yo, Diala Yusu. What's going on? What's going on? I don't know how to say your name. Rich, it's the city at Sprain. Yeah. He has been a menace all season. And now he's got his sights set on you guys, and I don't know what to do about it. Don't know what to do about it, but I'm going to try to do something. Cowboys win 9-0, says Dave Booth. I could see that happening. I could see anything ridiculous happening tonight with this game. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about what we're about to see. So Ashley comes in with a 20 spot. Thank you very much. In memoriam of Jamal Charles's last nerve. Oh, Jamar Chase's. I thought you said Jamal Charles. Jamar Chase's last nerve. Please pay a moment of respect. Contrary to what he gave to Ramsey, good God, the Bengals are falling apart. I think the Bengals' playoff hopes have dripped off the face of the earth like Jamar Chase's spit dripped off Jalen Ramsey's face. Was that good or no? Ashley, I am very disappointed. I'm very disappointed. Not because he spit on a guy, which is gross. Like, you shouldn't do that. Actually, I am kind of disappointed that he did that. Like, you should know you're going to get in trouble. Like, come on. You should know you're not going to get away with that. You're lying about it, but I mean, there's video everywhere. You're not going to get away with it. And just don't do it. I don't understand why you would do something like that. You know, you're going to get some kind of penalty. You're going to get a slap on the wrist. Ashley's your stream's top contender, top donation tonight. It's crazy. Do you think Zach Taylor is going to last the offseason? No. Do you think he is going to be done after the season? Because there's a possibility. I mean, this is crazy now. Let's see. Okay. All right. I got Ashley's total updated here as the number 2 contender. I'm going to throw that up on screen in a second. And yeah, football. This is going to be a crazy game. I just hope it's exciting. I hope somehow the Raiders come out and show us a little something, because I want to see good football. I'm just dying for good football. The last good football game I watched included the New York Jets, which is very weird. So Ashley's your number 2 contender at 884. Whoa, hold on a second. Sean Cantrell just got closer to the title again. Hold on a second. He says, what's the over-under on title changes tonight? Oh my God. Sean Cantrell, wait a minute. You are at 2901. He comes in at 2901 and he's kind of mocking the champion right now with that. Sean Cantrell, thank you so much. Hold on, 9701. Hold on, no way, that's not it. 2901. Sean Cantrell is your stream's top offering so far. Thank you so much, my friend. What is the over-under on title changes, he says. A little Sean Chin music to start the evening. Look at that. Wow. As the Bears take the... Oh, wait, no. 2902 is what it should be. Hold on. 2902. I forgot the dollar there. Hold on a second. All right. I got it all straightened out the proper way, I believe. Hold on. Let me make sure I got this right. And there we go. Sean Cantrell's name. Bam, right there. Right above my head. And we got everything. He comes in with a little Sean Chin music. Bam. Hits you right in the face with it. And then makes a little mockery. Oh, hold on. I had the other screen up the whole entire time. I'm like off my game tonight. Mondays are driving me crazy. There's Sean's name down there. And we are ready to start this game. There's somebody singing the national anthem, I assume. I don't have it in my ear, so I don't know what he's singing. I'm assuming that's what he's singing. Thank you so much, Sean Cantrell. What is going on? Oh, we got SG. Bubba's out there with his blade taking people out. Outstanding, Sean. Yay, Sean. I voted for the Meteor, says Deb. Yeah. Maybe Chase didn't want Gonzalez to embarrass him. I don't know. I don't know that Gonzalez is good. But let me tell you, A.D. Mitchell was posting him on routes. He just can't catch. Well, now this entire remainder of the season, everyone will be fighting for third place. Back up, everyone, because you're going to need to take this title from my cold, dead hands. Says Rowdy Eggplant. He's getting that elbow ready. Rowdy is your television champion. He's holding that title well. The most impressive television champion, because he's that's the highest total we've ever had for a television champion, I would say. I think so. I'm pretty sure. I know. I'm definitely sure. The first Monday night game back on YouTube TV. Surely this game isn't on Sirius. Yeah. Okay, SG. Let's see. I think it's going to be on Sirius. Yeah, like I said, I put a skit on Patreon. That's going to be released tomorrow, though. I'm going to release that tomorrow, and then I've got full content coming out on Wednesday. So you got a couple things coming up, which is very cool. The Chicago Bears are mentioned in the latest skit, and Sean Cantrell is a member of Patreon, so he can view that anytime he wants. As is Ashley, as is Soldier of Nerdism, as is Bubba. Look at this. I mean, they're just back to back. Don't call me Shirley, SG. So, Nealon's jersey, man. That's so sad. That is so sad. Oh, boy. Athlete Prods sent some jewels. Wow, thank you very much. I am a man who likes jewels. That's very, very kind of you. I appreciate it. What is your favorite team? You didn't even say anything in the chat, and you're sending jewels already. Look how generous these people are. All right. I would like comments. I would like your comment, nerd. Oh, if I could like comments, I would like your comment. Cowboys 1 out of 5 stars. Do not recommend. Yeah. It's not a logo, it's a rating, right? That's what they say. Soon we are going to get this game going. Listen, I am very, anytime I get to watch football with you guys, it's just a blast. Even if the games are bad. Sometimes me and the logo creator talk about this all the time. He's like, I kind of like when the games are bad because the conversations get very interesting. And it's true. The conversations get insane. Yes, R.I.P. Sean Nealon, man. And also prayers for Chris Boyd. Yeah, he is still in critical condition. Critical but stable, from what I understand. So hopefully he pulls through that. Insane, man. Insane stuff. I can't believe that. And Sean Nealon. Marshawn Leland. Sorry. Yeah, that's terrible. I'm glad the Cowboys are honoring him. I mean, it's no surprise that they are. But, yeah. Crazy stuff. All right. Hey, by the way, Tyrod Taylor starting for the Jets this week, SG. So, I had a conversation with a Cowboys fan today who came over to me, okay? Walked up to me in the gym. And we've had football conversations before. Do you know what he said to me? He goes, man, your offensive coordinator's terrible. And I stopped and I looked at him and I said, excuse me? And he goes, yeah, I mean, this isn't Justin Fields, man. This is your offensive coordinator. And I was like, whoa, okay, you're going to make me get kicked out of the gym right now because I'm about to start shouting obscenities at you. Like, what are you talking about? It is not the offensive coordinator. He's handcuffed because Justin Fields is so bad. What are you watching? He's like, no, Justin Fields put a ball right on A.D. Mitchell's hands and, this and that. And, he can run, he can do this, he can do that. This is the same guy who told me Trey Lance was going to take Justin Herbert's job. And did you know that Justin Herbert's brother is a tight end for the Jacksonville Jaguars? What? I didn't know that. I thought it was a joke. He looks just like him, except he has a mustache. It's crazy. This could be an extremely interesting conversation game tonight, Rich. Yeah, let's talk about how the Patriots are not going to be the next dynasty. Let's talk about that. You want to talk about that, Bubba? Tyrod Taylor revenge game. Listen, SG, here's my honest take on that game. How I feel about it. I want to win, okay? But I won't be upset if we don't win. But I want the higher draft pick. I'm going to say that. I want everything. I want to win plus the higher draft pick, but you can't have that. But I'm okay if they lose as long as they don't get blown out. If the Jets don't get blown out and they look pretty good, I'm fine with that. But if it's a close game, I am going to want to win. I'm going to want to win. And I'm going to be a little disappointed if we don't win, but not insanely disappointed. Like, this isn't like losing to the Patriots. You know what I mean? Like that game I really wanted to win. But again, I wasn't super sad that we didn't win, but man, it would have felt really good to win that game. Here we go. First quarter. And is there a flag yet? Oh, no. These guys are still not... This guy's still not tackled. Okay, he's tackled now. Here comes Dak Prescott walking out. But I do want to win that game. Oh, I mean, not win the game. If it's a close game and we get closer to the end, I'm going to want to win the game. But I just don't want to get blown out. I want them to look good. You know what I mean? I want them to put points up. I want it to go back and forth. And if Tyler Loop hits a game-winning field goal, cool. That's the way I want the game to go. Patrick Herbert. That's insane. That's insane that his name is Patrick. I deadass didn't know that either. It was crazy. I thought it was a joke. Javonte Williams gets a gain of 2. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was an AI thing. But I have to make Sean Cantrell's title a little bigger here because the Phantom Lord title is the second largest title in the Demonverse. So there we go. Okay, that's the way the title should look right now. 2nd and 8, Dak Prescott takes the snap, and he gives this to Javonte again. He goes up the middle for a gain of 4. What's up, Charlie Walker? This will be the most unserious game of the year. I don't know. We've had some pretty unserious games. And there is a title change, ladies and gentlemen. There is a title change. Sean Cantrell just won the Demonverse title once again with a little Sean Chin music. The second time tonight. And nobody's kicking out of that. The first title change, nothing but respect for the great Philip Quinn. This is what I like. I like camaraderie. Thank you very much, Sean Cantrell. I'm going to get your name up on that belt once again as Dak Prescott moves to his right. There's a flag. Dak Prescott gets the ball off. It's almost picked off. Wow. Hold against the Cowboys is what we think it's going to be, but it might not be. So let's see. Holding on the Cowboys. Sean Cantrell, stream stop offering. We're going to get his Demonverse title up on screen right now with his name on it. It's already made. It's already there. I just got to grab it. Here we go. He is as the Chicago Bears, by the way, as the Chicago Bears take the NFC North. I mean, it might be temporary. Who knows? But, you know, I do want to say one thing about the Bears, Sean, and this is dead serious as the Cowboys punt, and I have to move ball. I'm dead serious about this. I am extremely jealous that you have Ben Johnson because you've got yourself a coach. There's no question about that. Caleb Williams is improving. I think Caleb Williams is going to work. But we still have to see, obviously. But I think he's going to work because of this coach. And man, I am effing jealous. There's Sean Cantrell's title, the Demonverse champion, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to get your name here, so do not fret. 3002, is that what it is? Yes, it is. As Geno Smith gets the ball to Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers cannot have 30 fantasy points tonight because then I lose my fantasy game and I'm going to be aggravated. And of course, when I need him to win for me in my other league and have a good game, he doesn't do anything. He gets me like 4 points. But tonight when I'm playing against him in a different league, he gets the first catch. And like, you know he's going to have like 15 receptions tonight. You just know that's going to happen. So we have one title change tonight. And Ashton Genty gets tackled in the backfield. Sean Chin Music times 2 and new Demonverse champion, Sean Cantrell. He tunes up the band, he kicks you in the face, and he walks away with a smile on his face, giving you nothing but respect the entire time. I'm in record as never saying the Patriots are starting a new dynasty, Rich. You have that idea drilled into your jet-saddled mind. It's terrifying, Bubba. It's a terrifying thought. That's why it's there. It scares the you-know-what out of me. The bejesus. I don't like to say bejesus. That's why I said you-know-what. And we're going to have another punt. If you like punts... Oh, no, this is third down. I thought that was fourth down. I thought it was fourth down. Okay, if you are hell-bent on there being a new Patriots dynasty, but what if it is a rise of the evil empire? What if Vrabel somehow pulls a Palpatine has returned? How do we know that Belichick hasn't transferred his mind into the body of Mike Vrabel? Do we know that? Bears Nation is known suffering, happy for this glee. Yeah, you should be. You should be. You have a coach, man. You have a coach. Oh, and Geno Smith breaks away. And he gets that to Michael Mayer. And he is short of first down yardage. I can't believe Geno Smith broke away from that. Yeah, you should be happy, man. The Bears have a real coach. He is an amazing coach. To me, I put him ahead of Kevin O'Connell right now, and I have nothing but the most. I have the utmost. I think Kevin O'Connell is one of the best coaches in the league. I put him ahead of Kevin O'Connell. I put him ahead of Matt LaFleur. That's how good I think he is. And why? Why can't it? I like it. You know, it just. Aaron Glenn might be good. I mean, they were part of the same team, weren't they, last year? Maybe some of his, there's the punt, the Cowboys will take over at the 4. Maybe some of his smartness will bleed over into Aaron Glenn or something. I don't know. I think Aaron Glenn's fine. We have to see. But man, what if Vrabel is a new hope and not the Empire Strikes Back? No, he's definitely the Empire Strikes Back. He's definitely the Empire Strikes Back. But then, you know what's going to happen? Belichick's going to come back. He's going to coach the Jets, and it's going to be Return of the Jedi. And the Jets are going to unseat the New England Patriots. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just terrified that the Patriots are going to be dynasty again. You know why I say that, honestly? Because I love Mike Vrabel as a coach. You're getting a little honesty from me right now. I love Mike Vrabel as a coach. I think he's a phenomenal coach. You guys know that. You guys know I wanted Mike Vrabel. He was my top choice. What do I know, though? Because I also wanted Brian Daboll. And it looks like maybe Brian Daboll wasn't that good of a coach. But this was really my first up-close look at Drake May for an entire game. Like, I've seen highlights here and there, but when you watch an entire game of somebody, you get a different feel for them. And I was insanely impressed. The way he navigates that pocket, the way he makes things happen, the poise he has, I was just like, this guy's going to be an effing problem for a long time. But you just say it. You say it. Like, he's good. There's no question about it. He is a franchise quarterback. He is, I mean, and it's one game, and again, it was the Jets. You know, we can look at him and say they had an easy schedule and whatever you want to say, but here's the real deal with the Patriots. I don't believe there really is an easy schedule in the NFL, because you see teams lose games that they should win all the time. And the fact that the Patriots are winning games that they should be winning, or maybe even before the season we were like, we don't know if they're going to win that game. They're winning these games, but they should be winning. I don't feel like that the score of the Jets game was fairly close for a while, right? It looked like the Jets were in it. But like, just watching that game, the Patriots were in control the entire time. They were in control. Yeah, we scored first, but then they were in control. Oh, Brady's smiling. He hears me talking about the Patriots. So, you know, it really, really disheartens me to see this, to see that they have a coach that I love and a quarterback that I think is awesome. It really bothers me. But that's my honesty right there. Javonte Williams gets about a gain of 9. There is no way on the planet that Belichick coaches the New York Jets. No, I know that. He would rather admit all the success was strictly Brady during the 20-year run, naked live on TikTok. Okay, please, what are you doing, Bubba? Don't get that image in my head. No, he's not. He's never coaching the Jets. He would never coach the Jets. I know that. At this point, I don't even know that I would want Belichick. Because, like, how long would you have him? You know, he seems like he's kind of checked out now, maybe. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm all in Carolina. I don't think he cares about the Brady thing anymore, about the rings. I think he's just kind of, like, content to coach in college and then sail off into the sunset. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought he wasn't. I thought he wanted to come back to the NFL, but maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's just like, whatever. Doesn't matter. I thought that record, that Shula record, meant something to him. And Dak Prescott loses the football, and the Raiders have it. Was his arm coming forward? He looked like he was ready to throw it, but I think that was a fumble. Max Crosby got back there. Dak Prescott is looking up at the scoreboard. He knows he wanted to throw it. Oh, that ball was loose. Yeah, that ball was loose. Prescott brought the ball up to his ear, and Crosby just smacked it out. Excellent field position for the Vegas Raiders. And, the Cowboys, what are we doing here, Dallas? Turnover at the moment. That's going to be a turnover. There's no way they could overrule that. There is no way they could overrule that. I mean, come on. Come on. First time he lost the fumble. And here we go. Geno Smith working out of the shotgun. We got Ashton Genty to his right. 1st and 10 from about the 15. Geno, he's going to get sacked. Oh, my God. Kenny Clark got back there. He's playing alongside Quinn and Williams. Did Q get in there too? These Dallas defensive tackles, man. Damn. Busting through that line. Little swing pass out to Genty. He gets a few yards on 2nd and 17. Mr. Taz says, what talent? Certainly you don't mean Tibbs and Abdul. Tibbs can't run pro, and Abdul is great at generating pressure, but he can't get home on the hits, and he's undersized. Oh, talking to Remy. Remy the Enforcer's here. Got a bunch of talent, but packages run by Bowen don't allow them to use their skills. Yeah, you know what? I kind of agree with Mr. Taz on this, to be honest. And we don't agree on much. But yeah, I think the Giants should trade Tibbs. And we'll see about Abdul Carter. I mean, I think Abdul Carter's going to be the real deal. Oh, that was a pass to the end zone, and Sean Tucker couldn't come up with it. 4th and 12. That was a bad pass. The only player doing his job on defense is Burns. Yes, Tibbs was a bust. I don't know. Tibbs isn't a bust. Well, all right. If we're looking at it as where he was drafted and what he's produced from that spot, sure. But I think you can get something for Tibbs. Abdul needs to learn how to penetrate past the second layer of protection. He has the dip, but speed can only do so much. I think he'll learn that. I think Abdul Carter's going to be fine. But yeah, Tibbs, I would move off Tibbs. Brian Burns is sick. Sean Cantrell, your Demonverse champion's going to go feast like a champion. Feast well, my friend. See you soon. Okay, so Matt isn't here, and I have retired as honorary keeper of the belt. So Matt said he would show up, so we'll see. If we get to the 4th quarter, we'll have another election. If we get to the 4th quarter. And if you, SJ, I mean, you're always welcome to, SJ, you did such a good job. If you wanted to come in and just do it again with Matt not here, I would just appoint it to you. But if you want another election for somebody else to have the belt keeper thing going on, I'd be fine with that. It's up to you. This QB battle feels like oh man. I was already quoting South Park may as well continue. Raiders lost yards after getting the ball in the red zone. Yeah, this is going to be an unserious game. Did they score? Did they kick a field goal? I don't even know. I was hoping they would trade Tibbs this year. All of them are hard. Yes, Burns is the only player doing anything this year. But again, packages ran this year by Bowen are awful. Yeah, his packages are pretty awful. I think the Giants do have some nice talent, more so on the offensive side of the ball. They're not a bad team. They're really not a bad team. They were just, you got hit with the injury bug. Poorly coached. Although, I think poorly coached on defense. I think they fired the wrong guy, honestly. So, it's, I'll tell you what, the whole thing where Brian Dable didn't just go to Jameis and he went to Russ was a little bizarre to me. I just think Jameis is a better quarterback at this point, but man, I don't know. I'm happy to pass and give the reins to someone else. I'm batting 1,000, not going to mess it up. SG, come on. I don't think you can possibly mess it up. Don't be worried about that. The only belt needing to be called for is the Unserious Championship. We should make a title for the Unserious Championship. Oh, it should be that Miami Dolgas title. That's awesome. Hit the like button if you haven't, by the way. The Pacers are losing by 16 at halftime, says Andy Ruggles. All right. Here we go. Going to be a kickoff, 7:55. Oh, 3-zip. I have to get the score going. The Raiders strike first. Look at that. Jim Plunkett's there tonight. He was a Patriot. And Dallas will take over at the 31. Oh, wait, it's the Raiders on primetime again. FFS, this game is going to be on Sirius. Yes. Yes. The 2-7 Raiders versus the 3-5-1 Cowboys. And this is what we get on Monday night. And this is what we get. How does Vegas have more Monday night, have more primetime games than the Jets? Right? Like, that doesn't make sense. At least the Jets game was exciting. To me, anyway. Oh, and that's caught by George Pickens. That's a first down. I'll tell you, if Dallas loses this game, I don't know what to make of them. Really don't. There's no way they should lose this game. It's unacceptable if that happens. Remy, have we talked about this? Who do you want to be your head coach? Again, I think you told me Javonte Williams gets a gain of about 4 on first down. Vegas gets out of detention as long as they win versus the Cowgirls and get a hall pass to play on the playground for one day. I'm not giving them a hall pass. I'm not giving them a hall pass. At least you aren't the Titans. They got 0 primetime games, even with the #1 pick. Yeah. Well, I mean, the Titans almost won yesterday, actually. I haven't seen anything from the Titans. That's a first down to Lupke. I haven't seen anything, like highlights or whatever. Just, I have no idea what the Titans look like in real life. 1st and 10. There's the handoff to Javonte. He gets about a gain of 8. Looks like Dallas is going to drive downfield and get in the end zone. I think that'll happen. If Dallas loses, we'll get great content from Scooter, says Celtic Scarecrow. Gut-wrenching content. That's just pure pain that he would put into that. They're the Titans. They're easy to ignore. Yeah, they are. This ball gets batted away. So the Titans will probably end up with the 1st overall pick. And then... So the way I look at it is if the Titans get the 1st overall pick, the Jets... That's basically the Jets' pick if they want it. Because they have the draft capital to move up to that pick if they want. And I don't think anybody would be able to beat what the price, to outbid them for that pick. But how much do they like Mendoza? Because Ty Simpson, man, no, thank you. If they were to trade up and take Ty Simpson, I would be aggravated. But I mean, I don't know. Like if they're not completely sold on Mendoza, then I'm like, just stay where you are. Don't force a quarterback. You have 3 picks next year. Just like I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a rush to just draft a quarterback and be like, this has to be the guy. 50-yard attempt. This is like a chip shot for Aubrey. It's 29 of 33, 88% from 50-plus yards. And that's up. If you like field goals, ladies and gentlemen, if I got a game for you, wait a minute. I am off my game tonight. I didn't even have the Raiders score up. There we go, 3-3. I'm on Sirius tonight. I didn't even have the Raiders score up. Take it from me, the Titans aren't anything to see. I've watched them twice because of the Colts and woof. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I saw that. It was George W. Bush on the Manning cast. Who else was on there? I forgot. I know there were 3 people coming on. Chip shot for Aubrey. He could chip shot from Reno and score in Vegas on a chip shot. Yeah. That dude's got a leg, man. That's a crazy leg. So we got a 3-3 game in the first quarter. All right, more scoring going on than I thought, I guess. Kind of surprised Dallas hasn't gotten in the end zone, honestly, though. Because with their offense, this Raiders defense isn't. It's not really much. Do you remember when Pat McAfee announced the Colts pick and took a shot at the Titans because you rarely punted against them? I vaguely remember that. Flick Fellas, what's going on? Would a 49-year-old LeBron make the Dallas defense much better? So would he be a linebacker? What would LeBron play? That's going to be a full-time score. I think, well, I mean, we are on pace for my non-FTD score prediction. I could see that happening. I could totally see that happening. Sebastian Maniscalco on Hulu. November 21st. All right. Oh, that's only in a few days. Interesting. Probably linebacker, yeah, his playmaking would translate best into that position. Yeah, I was going to say linebacker or strong safety, but probably linebacker. And there is the kickoff, and the Raiders will take over at the 22. So that's what he said. I'm Pat McAfee. I was a punter for the Colts, but you probably don't know me since I rarely punted versus you. That is funny. All right, 3-3. There we go. What is the Thursday night game this week? Hold on. Geno Smith gets the ball out to GF Beck. Is that Betch or Beck? Second round pick. Out of this year. Yeah, I drafted him in Dynasty, and I was just like, what the hell? Where is he? Oh, Ashley says her daughter called, so she had to take her call. She's living in D.C., but you get to see her next week when you travel there for Thanksgiving. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, you always take your daughter's call. Don't ever, well, you didn't apologize, but I would say don't apologize for, going to take a phone call. Second catch for Brock Bowers in the first quarter. What is the Thursday night game? Bills-Texans? Oh, boy. Gotta see stupid Josh Allen. Is CJ Stroud going to be back for that, or is Josh Allen going to get an easy game against Davis Mills? Mega neck. There we go. 1st and 10. Geno Smith rolls out to his right, gets the ball off, and that is caught by Ian Thomas. Oh, my God. What the hell? Can you give the Giants the tension until they fire Shane and Bowen? They should have not fired Dable. I mean, if you're going to fire anybody, it should have been Bowen. If you wanted to shed blood, it should have been Bowen. And then after the season, you fire Shane and Dable at the same time. I feel like they should have done that. Geno Smith swings this out to Genty, and he's going to lose a couple yards. The apology was certainly implied. No need. No need. You slander Davis Mills, but he's 2-0 in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, but he's still Davis Mills, and he has a mega neck. Second and 14, but I would take him as the Jets quarterback right now, 1,000% if that makes you feel any better. I would take Davis Mills over Justin Fields, maybe even Tyrod Taylor. Tucker couldn't come up with it. Got 3rd and 14 coming up. Oh, you agree that they should have kept Dable and fired him at the end of the year? Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised. Like, the mistakes were made on the defensive side of the ball. So the position you don't want to be in is you don't want to keep you don't want the interim to win a handful of games and then go into the offseason saying, you know what, we're going to roll with him next year. I don't think they'll do that, but you never know. But if Shane's involved in, and there's a sack. This is ugly. If Shane's involved in the head coach search, then you're just spinning your wheels because he's probably going to get fired the following year, if not in season. If they start slowly and they end up 2-8 again under a new coach, Shane's gone, and then it's like you bring in a new GM. Well, maybe he doesn't want that coach. Like, doing it together at the same time makes the most sense to me. Not that it always works out, but I think you have more of a chance for it to work out. Daniel Carlson with the 45-yard attempt. And he's got it. If you like field goals, we've got a game for you. 6-3. Okay. 2 minutes, 2 seconds left in the first quarter. Vegas, that's the tension for making Dallas's defense look competent. Yeah. Dallas is getting back there. Well, they do have a former New York Jet on that line now, who they gave up quite a bit of draft capital for. Great Quinnen Williams. I like Quinnen Williams. Why I was okay getting rid of him, people acted like he was better than he actually was. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't a game wrecker. He was a good defensive tackle. Wasn't a game wrecker. With Kenny Clark next to him, maybe, when he had John Franklin Myers next to him, he was a lot better than he was this year. So I'll give him that. But, he wasn't this guy that offenses feared. But I do like that they got rid of him. Like, he's going to be 28 in December. Going into his age 30 years, the Jets should be like coming around to finally completing the rebuild, theoretically. That was a good time to get rid of him, and they paid top dollar for him, so I'm happy with it. Taps is here. What's going on? Raiders kicker has to be their best offensive player. The guy's getting points. Yeah. Yep. Top 3 quarterbacks heading into the 26th draft. Right now, it looks like Mendoza. Simpson had a bad game, didn't he? Mendoza, Simpson, and Sellers probably, right? I think they would be the 3. Celtic Scarecrow has Beck there. I don't know about that. Moore is probably staying in school another year, from what I'm hearing. Simpson might actually stay in school too. So, I don't know. Kenny will always be a favorite of mine, yeah. They're probably not going to be able to sign him after this year, though, right? And Dallas is going to have to do a little something with that. Well, it depends on how much the cap goes up. But for me, job one would... I don't know that they can sign Kenny Clark and George Pickens. And if I'm them, I'm making it a priority to sign George Pickens. But the defensive side of the ball is their biggest problem. Turpin gets this across the 30. Drew Allar. No, he is not going to do anything. Is he a senior? Because Brian Dable wants to coach Penn State, doesn't he? One of them are the future Jets starting quarterbacks. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, I think they have to love, like, absolutely love him. They have to absolutely fall in love with one of these guys. Otherwise, I don't want them going quarterback at that point. Pickens gets to midfield. 143 left. The Luke Altmaier disrespect is crazy, says SG. Pickens gets, look at that. He's down at the 35. That's why I think you got to make Pickens a priority. LR is a senior, okay. Before he got hurt, he did not look good, though. But this draft season is going to be, the next two draft seasons for me anyway are going to be very exciting. But I mean, there are a lot of quarterbacks coming out next year in 27. Theoretically, if some of the guys stay in school. That's why I wouldn't mind the Jets punting on quarterback this year. Again, unless they love Mendoza. And Muji has gone to see him a couple of times. Don't know what how he feels about him. But if he's sold on him, then okay, I'm good with that. 2nd and 5. Javonte Williams goes forward across the 20, down at the 18. 10 seconds left. We're going to head to the second quarter. 10-yard carry by Javonte Williams. All right, well, we're doing good with the likes to viewers ratio. Yeah. 12 concurrents, 13 likes, pretty good. I've seen some people make videos on some of these quarterbacks, and a lot of them aren't that high in Mendoza. I don't know. It's so tough. Like I've seen it, some highlights. I've watched like little bits of his games, and I'm just like, oh, he looks okay. Like, it's hard to tell, Matt Beckles here. Good evening, my fellow spooksters. Lord Horror, what is going on? I miss Father Dismas. He gets my random quotes. What did you say, soldier? Mendoza was on The Simpsons. I would draft McBain. Yeah, I don't get that. I like The Simpsons kind of early on, but like I'm not a Simpsons. I don't get a lot of The Simpsons quotes because I didn't watch it religiously. So let's see. I'm going to pull up a mock draft here really quick. Let's see. All right, the 9 hours ago from DraftWire, they have the Titans taking Jordan Tyson at number 1. The Saints taking Fernando Mendoza at number 2. Giants taking Caleb Downs. That's a nice pick. The Giants get Caleb Downs. That's a nice pick. Cleveland taking Ruben Bain at 4. Jets taking Dante Moore at 5, but he's probably going to stay at school. Probably going to stay in school. I'd be okay with that. Vegas taking Ty Simpson. They have Arvell Reese going 7th. You see, I don't know. I would think Tennessee would take Arvell Reese at 1 if they had an opportunity, but maybe not. Red X Powers here, former Demonverse champion himself, back when it was called the Multiversal title. And a Pickens comes up with a one-handed grab, but he was out of the end zone. That would have been a touchdown. Both feet were out. Why do the Raiders keep getting these games? Right? Red X, man, like the Jets should have more primetime games than the Raiders. Hit the like button if you are here. Number one contender, Melissa Klein, comes in with a tenner and says, I'm convinced NFL players don't know how to play at night. Prove me wrong. I can't. Melissa Klein sitting there with the sign in front of her like, change my mind. Thank you for the tenner, Melissa Klein, number one contender. Oh, wide open in the end zone is CeeDee Lamb. And we've got a 9-6 game. I think this is where the Cowboys open it up. This offense is too talented, man. This offense is too talented to be ordinary. I stand by that. Okay. Melissa Klein, I'm going to get your name up on screen. Give me a moment. There is the kick, and it's good. We've got a 10-6 game. Brandon Aubrey with the extra point. All right, at least we got scoring. Melissa Klein, your number one contender is up to 926. Let's get that up on screen. Las Vegas Hall of Excellence. We'll be there one day, guys. In the Las Vegas Hall of Excellence. Yes, indeed. All right, look at that. Now it's Melissa Klein, your number one contender. Look at that. Comes in with a tenner. Yeah, NFL players don't know how to play at night. Especially NFL players named Kirk Cousins. Matt Nagy forgets Kareem Hunt exists in the fourth quarter, says Gimmick. Matt Nagy, when I heard, I'm going to bring this back to the Jets. When I heard that the Jets were thinking about interviewing him, I think they did interview him. I was like, God, please, no. No. Oh my God, it's Red X Power. Yep. Cam Scadaboo had a confrontation with Dom Mysterio on Monday Night Raw, and I genuinely think if Cam was a wrestler, he could easily destroy 90% of the other wrestlers. He probably could. He would just run right through them. He was like a little tank. He's not little. He's like a tank is what I should say. Please don't tell him I said he was little. Did you see his shoulder? I saw it on Instagram where he went like this with his shirt and like the bone is sticking up. My Lord. Oh, wait a minute. Jamar Chase is here and says, I did not spit on anybody. I mean, it's on video, man. You know, I want to believe you, Jamar, but you know, got to be a little more discreet than that. And second of all, keep your personal fluids to yourself. There's no reason to share them with the world. Nobody wants that. But yeah, that was not the best look for you, Jamar. And now you're suspended against the Cowboys. Not the Cowboys, the Patriots. Sorry, they blend together for me. America's team times 2. But you're suspended against the Patriots. And I would like the Patriots to lose, and I really wanted the Bengals to make the playoffs, and you just kind of screwed that up. So, I don't know. I should Phantom Zone you for that. Yes, you did, Jamar. This Chase case is closed. Gimmick says, we're in position to put the game away. And he said, you know what? Rather than using our elite short yardage back on 3rd and 2, why don't we have Mahomes throw it 30 yards down the field? Yeah, that's crazy. Cam would be a mini juggernaut if he was a wrestler. Yeah, he would. We were robbed of not having Cam Scadaboo for a full season. Vegas takes over at the 31. I think we're in line for a Geno Smith turnover here. I don't know. I just sense it's coming. I sense it's coming. Caleb Downs is safety for Ohio State. Remarkable. Remarkable. I saw a mock the other day. Geno Smith slips away from pressure. He's going to run, and he's got about a 9-yard gain. I saw a mock draft the other day where I saw Arvell Reese going 1 to the Titans. And Jordan Tyson, the wide receiver from Arizona State, going to the Giants at 2, which I think that would be a good pick too, actually. So Giants are going to come away with a good player. And what's great is you have the quarterback. You have the excitement on offense. You have the quarterback. They have weapons. You know, that would be a nice offensive situation for you guys. Fire Nagy, this is the best offense Mahomes has had since the Legion of Zoom, and it's being wasted, says Gimmick. You're not going to fire him in season. You know what you did, Jamar. I love you, but you know what you did. That's from Ashley. She's the number 2 contender, and she's a Bengals fan. And she's just coming at you with the honesty, Jamar. I think he left. I think Jamar Chase left. I don't know what he was expecting coming in here trying to prove his innocence, but we tell it like it is, like Jesse the Body Ventura. All right. So I'm drinking my water out of, this was a pasta sauce jar that we say. We keep like those jars and everything for glasses. They work really well. And they look cool. Genty gets about a gain of 11. That's a first down for Vegas. Too bad their O-line's going to get their weapons hurt. Yeah, the O-line is a problem. O-line's a problem. If you can try to shore that up in free agency with, you know, some cheaper players or something, that would be ideal. Grab like a couple of gems in second, third round. Could happen, you know. That's not a peach jam jar. No, that is a pasta sauce jar. It says Mason on it too. That ball's almost picked off. Oh no, that was dropped by Genty. Sorry, I thought it was almost picked off. I am a fan of peach jam though. Chiefs are getting hard to watch, says Gimmick. Oh man, Gimmick. Man, I don't know what to tell you. They're not going to win a division for the first time in a while. But, again, Mahomes in the playoffs, man. He creates magic. Blitz is coming, and Geno Smith goes down. And Quinnen Williams is in there. Look at him. Look at Quinnen Williams. Busting through the line, and look at Jerry Jones. He's smiling. Look at him. You don't put pasta in a jar. No, it's sauce. But usually I make my own sauce. But when PFA goes to Aldi, she likes to get the sauce there sometimes because it's faster. And these are the jars they come in. So, can't believe Quinnen Williams got in there. Quinnen again. Oh, man. He got in there. And Genty drops this one. It got broken up. This Dallas defense. Raiders are making the Dallas defense look like game wreckers. 4th and 19 right now. Quinnen Williams is playing like a maniac right now. It's mango season here. Oh, I love mangoes. Convinced the Seahawks have a future-telling device. They know when to drop a QB and never too early or late. Yeah, they do. And speaking of Seahawks quarterback, Sam Darnold. Those were bad picks that he threw yesterday. The Rams have his number. Is it Dan Shula, the Rams defensive coordinator? Like he isn't he the guy that caused Darnold headaches in the playoffs last year? That's a problem. Losing neighbors in game 3, losing Scat later. I just wanted to cry. Yeah, that's tough. You didn't get to see neighbors with Jackson Dart either. Rough situation for Giants fans. But on the bright side, you know, you'll have a new coach. You've got the quarterback. That's an important part, man. Knowing that you have the quarterback. Like, you're halfway there. You're halfway there. He's a rookie. You've got the receiver. You might get another receiver in this draft. I mean, just put the O-line together, get the coach right. If you got a coach, the thing is Shane, man. Like, you have to get Shane out of there. Because I don't trust him to fix that offensive line. He hasn't been able to do it anyway. Hasn't been able to do it so far, and he's had how many years? Mangoes are always good. And we've got an Energizer Christmas commercial on the telly. I love it. Big fan of Christmas commercials. All right. Let's see who else they have in this draft here. Jets taking Dante Moore. Dolphins taking Orville Reese. At Cincinnati taking an edge. Keldrick Falk from Auburn. Rams taking... They had the Rams picking... Oh, that's... okay, they have 2 picks in the first round. Offensive tackle, Spencer Fano. They have Arizona taking Mekhi Lemon from USC. Wide receiver. Dallas taking a defensive tackle. Well, I guess if they lose Kenny Clark, they might go defensive tackle. Baltimore Ravens taking Carnell Tate from Ohio State, SG. I love Carnell Tate. He's a guy that I would want the Jets to take if they don't take a quarterback early. That's a hell of a pick if Baltimore takes him. Minnesota taking Jeremiah Love, the Notre Dame running back. Kansas City taking cornerback Jermod McCoy out of Tennessee. Niners taking edge Cassius Howell out of Texas. This is Draft Wire's mock, by the way. Interesting. I don't agree with where they have some of these guys going, but I think when we did the mock draft, remember when we did the mock draft last year? I think we did pretty well. I never put it up against what actually happened, though. First and 10, Javonte loses 2 yards. Now here's a guy who Rich would prefer to take in the draft. Yeah, I did say here's a guy, right? As a Notre Dame fan, all you do need is love. Jeremiah Love. Probably be the first pick in fantasy drafts. Dynasty drafts, rather. Dynasty rookie drafts is what I meant to say. Sonny Styles going to Denver. Oof. Yeah, that's what Denver needs is a linebacker like Sonny Styles. That would be insane. Crazy. George Pickens gets a gain of 10. Then I have the Jets with the 32nd pick. They're assuming the Colts are going to win the Super Bowl in all these mocks, by the way. Colts are not winning the Super Bowl. Jets get their franchise quarterback with their first round pick and get him a dependable target here. KC Concepcion out of Texas A&M. I'm not familiar with him. Excellent route runner who wastes no energy in and out of breaks and shows reliable hands. Well, I like the sound of that. Prescott gets the ball to Ferguson, who gets about a gain of 6. Lovecraft, soldier. Oh, incomplete pass. It did hit the turf. Did hit the turf. And Jake Ferguson tried to cheat, but no dice. Here we go. Dak Prescott under center. Gets the ball off to George Pickens. Pickens is having a day so far, or an evening, I should say. Gain of 6 by Pickens. Okay. Nice catch by CeeDee Lamb. He's across midfield. 14 yards. That was a hell of a pass by Dak. Hell of a pass by Dak. Now, could you imagine Sonny Styles going to Denver? Oh, I would love Sonny Styles to be there later. So I hope the Colts pick like 24th. And that Sonny Styles is sitting there and the Jets grab him. Father Dismas is here. What's going on? Christian Arias is here. What's going on? The nephew pops in. Nephew number 2, that is. Malik Davis gets a gain of 10. Father, Soldier of Nerdism was looking for you before. He's like, why isn't Father Dismas here? He's the only one that gets my references. Oh, yeah, there it is. Look at that. He just said it. Father Dismas, give us some money. We got no time for your silly toys. We'll beat you up if you don't hand it over. Javonte Williams gets a first down. Oh, man, my eyes. My eyes! It's because I'm watching this game. PFN number 2. What is going on? PFN number 2, are we going to see you next week? You popping in on Thursday, or you too busy? 1st and 10. Because I'm making pumpkin pies, and they're going to be good this year. CeeDee Lamb inside the 20, down to the 14. One thing I hate about the draft, how my favorite college quarterback, Max Duggan, got picked up in the 6th round a few years ago and is now the backup in the Canadian Football League. Sad stuff. Yeah. Quarterback is, that's such a tough position to evaluate in the draft. Javonte gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. This game is a metaphor for life. It's slow, it's painful, and somehow there's a rich old man sitting in a box, smiling down at the masses, sitting in his home. And Jerry Jones was very happy when he saw Big Q get in on the sack. But I mean, you know, does he realize he's doing it against the Raiders? My prediction, by the way, could come true. We're getting closer and closer to that. 10th play of the drive, 6:38 left. Dak Prescott's got all the time in the world. He swings this out to Javonte, who puts a move on a guy, and he gets tackled at the line of scrimmage again. We got 3rd and 10 coming up. 3rd and 10. Go, I'm a rich old man. Thank you, Father. I appreciate that. All right, 3rd and 10. As Dak Prescott, that's his name, is changing the play. Claps his hands, stomps his feet, takes the snap, gets the ball off to the fullback who falls forward. He's about a yard shy of the first down marker. Lepke, about a 9-yard gain. It looks like Dallas is going for this. They are going to Dan Campbell it. Dan Campbell did not do well last night on these 4th down conversions, by the way. I'm rich in companionship. Yes, I am. I am the richest when it comes to companionship because I got all you guys here hanging out with me. What do I win if the FTD gets it right? I win nothing. I win a bunch of accusations of me actually possessing the future telling device. That's what I win. A bunch of you saying, I knew it! Give us the device! Demanding. I win people demanding I hand over the device. That doesn't exist. And in the end, isn't that the real Christmas miracle? What are you, Linus? Taz, are we going back down that road like we did last night? And that's the meaning of Christmas, Charlie Brown. It's like, shut up, Linus. Nobody asked you. People are dancing, having a good time, and you're here just like rattling off nonsense. Ryan Schottenheimer is physically abusing his receivers. 4th and 1. CD, 3 receptions for 55 yards and a tutty. George Pickens, 5 receptions, 64 yards, no tutty. I have a feeling he's going to get one here. Let's see. 4th and 1. Dak over the middle, and that's caught by Ferguson, and that's a touchdown. All right. 16-6. He knows we would accuse him. Hand over the device. Yes, you would totally accuse me. The thing is, Rich does have the future telling device, and that's how he knows what score not to pick. I like that, Celtic Scarecrow. Oh, yeah, you see? It's already starting. And I haven't gotten anything right yet. Saying you don't have a future telling device sounds an awful lot like what someone who owns a future telling device would say. Then what would someone who doesn't own a future telling device say, Mr. Taz? Tell me that. Would they say they do have a device and lie to you? I would never lie to you guys. Hey, look. Happy Thanksgiving. Pete Carroll, I forgot he was there. I forgot he was the Raiders coach. Oh, I got so happy when I saw him right now. I thought Matt West was the future telling device. If there was a device, I don't think it would be in human form. Like Buffy's sister was the key in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like I don't think that's what would be happening. Max Crosby's mad. He's PO'd. Jake the Snake is here and says, what is the future telling device? Well, Jake the Snake, in my skits, the Dark Lord Belichick accused Mr. Demarest, the teacher, of possessing a future telling device because he got every game correct. 2 years ago, he completely predicted all of the playoff winners. So there you go. Someone who doesn't have a future telling device would question the existence of the future telling device. Well, I'm just telling you it doesn't exist. Jake, the future telling device is exactly what you think it is. It tells the future, and Rich is hiding it from us. That's a better explanation. I was going deep into the lore. Maybe he has the future telling device embedded like Vision, like as a crystal in my head. You don't see a crystal there, do you? Hey, Tony Gonzalez is on my TV, and stupid Josh Allen's is on my TV again. Bills Texans. I can't believe I have another Josh Allen game that I have to watch. Ugh. What's going to be awesome is come playoff time when we stream the playoff games and I get to see Josh Allen go home. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Lies, now give us the device. SG, you know better than this. Ryan Dusenberry, the Horror King, is back. Lord Horror was here for a second. I don't know if he's still here. I think he is. Natasha Romanoff, the most logical 49ers fan in the entire world, says, if I was Crosby, I would ask for a trade. As a Niner fan, we would be happy to give him a nice home. I bet you would. I bet you would. Someone who doesn't have a future-telling device, you bring it up a lot. Did I bring it up, or did you guys bring it up and I'm just talking about it? Oh, yes, the Lions certainly got robbed. That was garbage. Even Chris Collinsworth was mad. He was like, that is a horrible thing to do to end this game on. Terrible. The Eagles are the new Chiefs when it comes to the refs. Panthers, Niners next Monday night. And as a Panthers fan, I might have to owe everyone an apology. That could be a good game. Over under on how many different streaming services we'll need to see the playoffs. Yeah, exactly. Raiders ball. Ball must move. Dak Prescott's happy. Yeah, that was a terrible call. I don't know how you do that. In a game like that, they got to do something about these refs. Something's got to be done. Imagine that happened in the playoffs. Now, I mean, I still think the Lions would have likely lost. I saw something that said they robbed us of seeing 4 more Jared Goff incompletions. Which, I mean, Brock Bowers with another catch. That's for 16 yards. I think that's his 3rd reception of the night. Dawn Summers, Matt West over Dawn Summers. She was the key. I remember being like, wait a minute, Buffy has a sister now? It doesn't make sense. But then when all that stuff happened, it was like, oh, okay, I get it. Gino rolls out to his right. Throws downfield. That's incomplete. Was intended for Tucker. Oh, man, my neck is so stiff right now. Second and 10 for Geno Smith. He is at the Oakland 38. Tries to get this to Bowers. That's incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up. T-Bone comes in, says, how about them Eagles? Big W versus the Lions. I was at the game, 8-2 record, first place. Best defense in the NFL. Nick Sirianni is defeated against the NFC North. 12-0? Oh, you mean he's undefeated. Go Birds, fly Eagles, fly. And Keegan Watkins says, Alabama is a playoff team and is going to win it all. All right. Well, we'll see. I'm not streaming on Thanksgiving, Brian. I am streaming on Black Friday, though. The Bears game. Your champion right here is a Bears fan, by the way. Unless they meet Oklahoma, says Father Dismas. I got what you meant, T-Bone. You don't have to correct yourself. Lions are the most unserious team, says Keegan. Whoa, hold on. Oh, thank you very much, T-Bone. There's a new sub. Listen, T-Bone, tomorrow I got a skit. It's going to be uploaded, and then on Wednesday we've got some long-form content, so keep an eye out for that. And there is a swing pass out to Ashton Genty, about a gain of 8 on that. My favorite NFL team, T-Bone, is the New York Jets. Are you on the main stream right here? Because I want to show you something if you're on the main stream, or are you on the short stream? If you're on the short stream, head over to the main stream. Let me know, and then I'll put it up. Let me know where you are. I want to show you something that just you're gonna love. There is a pass to Genty. He's got a first down. And I don't have a favorite college team. I don't really watch college. I pay attention to it for the draft, but I'm not emotionally invested in a college team, honestly. And Keegan says Oklahoma wouldn't know what to do if if it fell in their face. What? If it fell in their lap, I thought it said face. Oh, this ball is tipped up and intercepted by Marquise Bell. Cowboys football with 2:24 left in the half. Oh boy, Gino. Oh boy. How do I know what stream I'm on? Okay, do you just see my face? Or do you see like belts and the game score and all this stuff, offering champions? Do you see like all these things? Do you see me pulling up the chat comments and whatnot? You're on the vertical stream. Could you? There should be a link at the bottom to head to the horizontal stream. Do you see that? Just getting back to the stream and don't have the game and trying to gauge the seriousness of the game. Well, the Cowboys have come alive. Cowboys have come alive, and they are winning 17-6, Sean. We were just talking about the Bears, too, and how I see no game score, just your face. Okay, I'm going to put what I wanted to show you, just so you don't have to move around. I'm going to put what I wanted to show you over my face for a moment, so just bear with me. Hold on. Hold on. There is Dak Prescott. He launches it downfield. He's getting cocky. And that is almost picked off. Oh, Dak. All right. Let's see. I'm going to show you something excellent right now. This is taking me way too long. All right, wait a minute. There we go. Oh, look. You see Darren Muji on screen? That is a painting that I had commissioned because the Jets' great general manager has done something magical. And that is, he has gotten the New York Jets 5 first-rounders and 3 second-rounders over the next 2 drafts. So just, if you ever want to see what a general manager looks like, oh, you have Howie Roseman. What am I doing? But Darren Muji is a hell of a general manager. He is a hell of a general manager. Natasha Romanoff, don't you worry about that. Don't even worry about it. I appreciate the sentiment, though. Just a reminder that the Raiders logo can see, and I think we all know why. I don't think Scarecrow's a maniac. Oh, T-Bone, your uncle is a Jets fan. I might know him. What's his name? Well, I stream Jet games too, so tell him to pop in, and we will sit here and be crazy together. He has season tickets to the Jets. Oh, man. Anakin Skyogre's late. Are you busy? Were you busy licking your wounds because of that nonsense last night, Anakin? That was crazy. That last call in the game? Terrible. I think they would have lost anyway. But that last call was a killer. That last call was a killer. All right, season tickets to the Jets. I heard that it's like $100 to park at a Jets game now. That's crazy. That is insane. That is insane. I know the other 4 Jets fans, yeah. I do. I honestly, I haven't met many Jets fans in my life. What's crazy is there's a guy that lives up the block that I see that we've never spoken before. Okay? And I saw him at the gym every now and then, but just like in distance, and I knew he lived up the block, but we never talked. And then one day I saw him with a Jets shirt on. And I had to go over to him and be like, "Are you a Jets fan?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, Bring it in, man. Come here. And yeah, we became friends after that. John Lynch is a good GM. Yeah, John Lynch is a very good GM. I respect you for remaining a fan. It means you're a true fan. I respect your loyalty. Yes, I'm a maniacal fan, and I'm very happy about what we have going forward. I hope we have a good coach. I think Aaron Glenn, I'm liking little things that I see with Aaron Glenn. The thing is you have to be patient. You know, like, I've had a bad go of things for a while, but we're back in the rebuild mode, and I think we'll get it right this time. I think Muji knows how to evaluate talent. I think Aaron Glenn knows how to evaluate talent. There's a flag. Ball was intended for CeeDee Lamb. That should have been a flag. It is a flag. Yankees or Mets, Rangers or Islanders, Knicks or Nets. Okay, so I don't really watch. I grew up loving baseball. I don't watch baseball anymore, but I was a Mets fan. But I also rooted for the Yankees. But I was a Mets fan first and foremost. But I didn't hate the Yankees. I hated Yankee fans because they drove me crazy. But the Yankees themselves, I wanted them to win. When they first started getting good with like Scott Brocious and oh my God, what a flop that was. Scott Brocious, Tino Martinez, like those teams, I was like, oh man, these teams are cool. I like them. As far as hockey goes, I was a Pittsburgh Penguins fan when I watched hockey, and I was never a fan of a basketball team. But I wanted the Knicks to. I always wanted the Knicks to win. I always wanted them to beat the Bulls too, and that never happened. Male bonding over shared sports trauma as nature intended. Yeah, Brad Holmes is a good GM. No, Lions fans say he's not. They're crazy. Brad Holmes is a hell of a GM. T-Bone's a bigger baseball fan than he is football fan. I was a massive baseball fan growing up. But then the whole steroid thing happened, and there was the strike, and I forgot what year it was. The year Griffey and Matt Williams were chasing Roger Maris's 61, and strike that year. I was so aggravated. And Javonte Williams cuts this to the outside, and he gets tackled at the 32, ball's out, but he hit the ground first. Celtic Scarecrow says, go Pens! I knew there was a reason I liked you. Those Penguins teams were elite back then with Mario Lemieux, Jaromir Jagr. Trying to remember, Larry Murphy was one of the defensemen. Oh my God, if I'm having a hard time remembering the teams. Remembering the team. Dallas takes the timeout. That was a while ago. Been a Niners fan since I was a little girl during the Montana years. Lions have a good head coach in Dan Campbell, yeah. People actually watch baseball. Baseball, football, basketball, hockey. Paul Coffey, yes. Paul Coffey. Football, MMA, boxing. I fell off of MMA. Fell off of MMA too. Jagger will still be playing somewhere when the earth hurtles into the sun. Soldier says NFL, rugby league, MMA. I mean, I could talk MMA. I could talk MMA like right up to the point where Conor McGregor fought Nate Diaz. Sorry, the second time, and Nate Diaz got robbed, and I was like, I'm out, Dana. I am out. BFA was really into MMA too, so she was really into it. Big fan of Chael Sonnen. T-Bone's from the Philly suburbs. So, T-Bone, there is a... oh, what a catch by George Pickens. Cuts inside. He gets in the end zone. Wow. Dallas goes up 23-6. And there are a bunch of whistles. Wow. Oh, my God. Flags at the end of the play. For the celebration, probably. Philadelphia suburbs, yeah, right by Cape May, New Jersey. I have family over in Cape May. Unsportsmanlike conduct. But there is a pizzeria called Blackbird Pizza. Have you ever been there? It's a vegan pizzeria. It's delicious. It's so good. If you've never gone there, go. Just take the word vegan out of your mind if you're not vegan. Don't think it's weird. Just go in there and order a slice of pizza. I promise you're going to love it. Absolutely, Rob. Nate and his brother don't start fighting until they're bleeding. Yeah, you remember when Nick Diaz fought Anderson Silva? That was good. Pickens. I was a big fan of GSP. Kick is up and it's good. So there's another flag. All sides against the defense. A minute 10 left. This game is a blowout. As I suspected. I was a little conservative with the score, it looks like. Natasha says, your Jets will make the playoffs one day. I know this because at one point back when I was a little girl, my Niners went through a two-season playoff drought. Just hang in there, your day will come. Yeah, those 2 seasons must have been tough. It must have been tough. GSP was the most complete fighter. Thank you, Matt Beckel. Thank you. Thank you. The only reason he lost to Matt Sauer was because he got a little cocky and he admitted it. And he was like, I totally underestimated that guy. And then he changed everything after that. Matt Sauer hit him with a lucky punch. Oh, I love Matt Sauer. But GSP just got clocked. He got his bell rung and then Sauer came in and won. But then GSP just wasn't even a contest next time they fought. Mr. Taz, have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. GSP is my goat. Yeah, GSP is awesome. GSP was awesome. Oh, look at this. Matt West says, this already looks belt worthy. Why does everyone else think? Matt West, by the way, SG was all nervous about who was going to call the belts. Who was going to call for the belt. He was already trying to make arrangements for that. And I was like, Matt West usually pops in, when it's almost belt time. So I was not worried. I was not nervous. Why would I laugh to say when you say you're a huge WWE fan? Many of us are WWE fans. We talk about wrestling quite a bit. Old school wrestling, too. I was trying to do a Chris Jericho impression last night. It just wasn't working right. Let me see if I can do it now. Wait. I don't want it because I'm going to scream into the mic and it's going to blow your ears. Ashley's calling for the belt. She's telling Matt West to call for the belt. We've been down this road before. SG, what say you? I want to know what your take is on this. WWE is fun, though. John Cena, Kane, and The Undertaker in that order. Oh, okay. So, have you ever thought of doing a video and comparing NFL teams to Pokemon, unless you already have? No, I haven't done that. I don't know much about Pokemon, honestly, so it would be tough. WWE Fubar, the Cena retirement tour. Oh, sorry about your dad, Natasha. He was a diehard Niner fan, so then you became a Niner fan? I thought my dad was a Jets and my dad liked the Jets and Giants, like the Mets and Yankees. And I just remember saying, like, I think it was 1988. The Jets played the Giants, and that's when I made my decision. So I was 12, maybe. Where I was like, no, I got to pick. I got to pick one of these teams. I can't. I can't just be like. Maybe it was before that. I don't remember. NWO for life, yes. My favorites. I think I've told you guys. Scott Hall's definitely on that list. I want to say Kurt Hennig, man. I loved Kurt Hennig. It changes. Savage is on there. I loved Ricky Steamboat. Sting, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Kurt Hennig, and Bret Hart. Yeah, that's a good top five. I can't argue with that top five. The only one I would push back on maybe is Nash, but I did love Nash. He was just so cocky. He wasn't a good in-ring worker, but I just think the way he presented himself was awesome. But I was a huge NWO fan. I loved the NWO. 58 seconds left till we get to the half. I hate what they did with the NWO, though. I'm telling you, when they came to WWE, I think they should have definitely had Scott Hall just walk down, had no way out, walk down the aisle, not the aisle, walk down the crowd, through the crowd, with his denim vest on, his denim jeans, and just been like, you know who I am, and you know why I'm here. That's what he should have said. Because in WCW he said, you know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here. And I think everybody would have been like, oh my God. But the way they did it was ridiculous. Smith gets the ball to Trey Tucker and heads down to the 35. DX over the NWO. See, I think they were smarter with DX, with the way they handled DX. But the guys in the NWO, like, I would pick the NWO over DX, but DX was awesome too. The Horsemen, yeah. I mean, Horsemen are insane. I was due to doctor's medical error. Oh, that sucks. That taught me all I know about being a fan and about football. Sorry to hear that, Natasha. That's a tough pill to swallow, man. I say man for everybody, by the way. So, they even say it at the PFA. Okay, 1st and 10, 40 seconds left. Raiders trying to get some points on the board here. NFL team is the Eagles. College football team is Penn State. Nittany Lions. So it's T-Bone. That's caught by Brock Bowers. About 2 yards shy of the first down. 34 seconds left. Vegas burns their second timeout with 34 seconds left. All-time favorite is Sting, though. 97 and 98 Sting in particular. If I had to pick an all-time favorite, who would that be? Oh, so 97, 98. That was when he first started with the Crow gimmick, right? Or was that no? That was a few years before that. No, I think that's when he started with the Crow. I don't remember what year he started with the Crow gimmick. I had to. You see, I go back to Hogan and Savage because whenever anybody thinks of Hogan personally, I don't care. But I'm talking purely wrestling. And to me, when I was a kid, they were just larger than life. Like they were like superheroes to me. So there's always a soft spot in my heart for those guys. Third and 3 coming up. Gino gets the ball off to Raheem Mostert. He gets the first down. And another timeout. Their final taken by the Raiders. Got 23 seconds left. Bro Magic is here. Says hello. I also remember Kurt Angle spent more years in TNA than he did in WWE. Hogan was so big he was mainstream here in Australia. Yeah. Savage, I'm with you on, but Hogan in ring was not very good in my opinion. His match variety was seriously lacking. No, you're absolutely right. Did you ever see his Japan stuff though? All of a sudden, like, Hulk Hogan in Japan was very different than Hulk Hogan in the US because he didn't have to be, Geno Smith loses the football, it's recovered. Quinton Williams is getting through the line again. I think they're going to say it was intentional grounding. His Japan stuff was insane for Hogan. But he didn't have to do a lot because, you know, like all he had to do was hit you with a clothesline, big boot, and drop the leg. A couple body slams on big guys. Like that was really all he needed to do. But as a kid, he was like a superhero. He was just like larger than life. Second and 10. Gino back to pass. Launches it to the nowhere. And that's a flag. Steiner's in Japan were incredible. William Regal was so underrated. So underrated. And he, so that whole thing with him and Goldberg was interesting. Because it's like Goldberg blames him for trying to make him look bad. Did you ever hear about that? And Regal's like, I didn't do anything. I just went out there and then just put on a match. They told me to put on a match for this amount of time, and that's what I did. Yeah, Austin didn't really have a huge variety of moves either. Smith gets the ball off. 2nd and 5. We got 3rd and 5 coming up with 8 seconds left. Since I grew up in a different era of wrestling, what did I think of John Cena? I actually just went to go see Cena recently with my nephew. I wasn't a Cena fan. I appreciate him more now, though, than I did when he was like super mainstream. I do remember watching Raw and seeing his first appearance, though, against Kurt Angle. I remember his very first match and being like, who the hell's this? Yeah, William Steven Regal. He used each name, but I didn't appreciate Regal until I got older. Yeah, so he was Steven in WCW and William in WWF. Or WWE. Yes, Melissa Klein, you are absolutely right. A legitimate tough guy indeed. He did, soldier. Randy Savage fought Spider-Man for Bruce Campbell. He did. 3rd and 5. Gino gets the pass off to the end zone, intended for Bowers, incomplete. 4th and 5 coming up. What makes me appreciate him more now? I guess just like his longevity. I like the little heel turn that he had recently. I thought that was cool. But I just didn't appreciate him throughout wrestling. Like I didn't really care for him too much throughout his career. But now, like I said, like his longevity and whatnot, and I don't think I really paid much attention to him. I was just kind of like, whatever. 24-9. I have a 28-9 prediction. Look at that. Jobber name of the night, Barry Horowitz. Enjoy those memories. All right, let's talk about jobbers. Tiger Chung Lee, Rene Goulet. Who else was a good jobber? Hey, what's up, buddy? Astro just walked in. Waiting for my heel turn when I become a Dolphins fan. That'll never happen. That will never happen. If I ever turned heel on the Jets, I would still be a Jet fan, but I would just be very mean to them. 2 safeties inbound. Yeah, I think so. No, I did not know about when William Regal met Dusty Rhodes for the first time. I haven't heard anything about that. We're at half face, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, half face. Indeed. I was not blown away by the Doctor of Thugonomics. No. T-Bone says, John Cena, Kane, The Undertaker, those are my top 3 wrestlers of all time in that order. So you grew up during that era then. So you didn't really see the guys before. I think I gave my top wrestlers. Roddy Piper, when he was like a real heel, when he first came to WWF, his AWA days, yeah, unmatched, in my opinion. Unmatched. Roddy Piper was insane. Jobber tag team high voltage. Yes. Oh, Ashley watched the preview video for NFL, what did I call it? Wait, I have it on here. Hold on a second. Oh, the NFL Kingdoms. Yes. NFL Kingdoms Week 11. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Ashley. You're wearing your Steamboat Flair shirt from their February 20th, 1989 match. Those matches were awesome. Yes, I heard about the Chase thing, and I saw him. I saw him deny doing it when it's like right there on camera in high definition video. Why did the Raiders get a primetime game? They were trash. Yeah, I was born in 1994, but if you saw my apartment without meeting me, you'd think I was in the 70s. Oh, you'd think you were in your 70s. You know your wrestling history very well, dating back to the 50s and before. All right, cool. Cool. I like when people, that's the cool thing about wrestling, is the history is incredible. Favorite match of all time. What's your favorite match of all time? Mine is Steamboat Savage, WrestleMania. That, I don't care. I love that match. Yes, Emily, I did. Tyrod Taylor's coming in, which is good news. I want to see these receivers and Mason Taylor get utilized the right way. Red X Power says, can't believe you guys started talking wrestling when I leave. Wait a minute, T-Bone. So you're on the vertical stream, but if you were on the main stream, you would see all the wrestling titles that are on screen. This is like a wrestling federation, by the way. We have wrestling titles. We have a champion. We have a television champion. We have a Phantom Lord champion. When a team wins, we put up a title on screen to honor that team. So this is a very wrestling-heavy stream, by the way. But if you're on the vertical stream, you don't get any of that because you can't see it all. But on the horizontal stream, you see all of it. Right now, we have Sean Cantrell's title up. Sean Chin Music. He comes in, he hits that, his title goes up. Rowdy Eggplant is our television champion. And Philip Quinn, he drops Roddy bombs, which are off the top rope. I believe it's an elbow drop. He's not here right now, but I believe it's an elbow drop off the top rope. And Philip Quinn does a Philip pile driver. He's your Phantom Lord champion. Has been known to come in and snipe the Demonverse title, though. Tyrod has more than a single read, yes. Yes. Sometimes Justin Fields doesn't even have that. Oh, man. 2 safeties inbound. I hope so. From your mouth to God's ears, soldier. Favorite match might be DDP versus Goldberg. Oh, you know what? That is such an underrated match, and that is why I love DDP, because he made Goldberg look so good in that match. He made Goldberg look so good in that match. I've talked about that match before. That was an incredible match, and that was all DDP. It was all DDP. He was, I think he is, William Regal's underrated. DDP is ridiculously underrated. And what they did in WWE with him was terrible. Terrible. They should have, he wanted to do a People's Champion versus People's Champion with The Rock. They should have done that. When they put him in a match with The Undertaker, it should have been vintage DDP versus The Undertaker, not the stupid stalker thing that they did. They dropped the ball with him so badly. All I need to do is have PFA walk through holding a card for each quarter. Yeah, I should do that. Flair Steamboat are some of my favorites. Foley is insanely underrated too. I think Foley is properly underrated. He gets his due. Foley gets his due. He was underrated for a while, but then people started coming around to him. But he was just a maniac. Like, is JJ McCarthy a bad quarterback just because he doesn't have enough experience due to being injured? I just don't think he's a good quarterback. If you can't, well, okay, here's the thing. Kevin O'Connell works well with quarterbacks who are capable of certain things, and JJ McCarthy is not capable of doing what Kevin O'Connell wants him to do. So I think he's a bad quarterback. If you can't work with Kevin O'Connell, there's probably a problem. That, to me, that's on par with Trey Lance not being able to work with Kyle Shanahan. The stalker gimmick was terrible. Yeah, I'll take Drake May over any quarterback the Jets have. As would I, Charlie Walker. As would I. Believe me. And I believe Matt West would too. Foley versus Undertaker, Hell in a Cell. Oh yeah, of course. And the commentary on that, like when they talk about that match, it's gold. Because I've heard the Undertaker say when Mick Foley fell through the cage, he was like, I thought he was dead. No, you're okay. PFA apologized for coming in coughing. But the Undertaker's like, I thought he was dead. And then they wheel him out on the gurney, and he comes off the gurney. It's just like, I'm thinking like, this guy, like, what is he doing? JJ to San Francisco, that could work. I'll tell you what could work, Mac Jones in Minnesota. And don't be surprised if you see that next year. Don't be surprised if you see that, if you don't see that. Don't be surprised if you see that next year. Mick Foley versus Edge, WrestleMania 22. Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio, SummerSlam 2002, Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero, Halloween Havoc, WCW 97. That was a good one. Stone Cold versus The Rock, WrestleMania 17, yes. JBL versus John Cena, I Quit match 2005. Yeah, the Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero was awesome. Mysterio, Eddie, I'm on board with. Rock versus Stone Cold. I'm not really familiar with some of the other ones that you have there. I got better. She turned me into a newt. PFA, everybody's saying. By the way, T-Bone, PFA is my wife. That's Pro Football Angel. When you see people throw PFA in the chat, that means she's in here talking. Non-rhetorical question. When was the last time we actually developed a quarterback? Vinny Testaverde. Did we develop him? Because he was awesome. Chad Pennington. That was it. Right? Like, totally developed Chad. And no one before that and no one after that. Nothing beats any of the original TLC matches. Those were good matches, but they're easily beaten. They were good. They were fun. Gimmick matches, you know what I mean? They were fun, but I wouldn't put them up there with my favorites, you know? Trying to think of some other matches that that I really, really liked. Does PFA have a favorite NFL team, or does she not follow the NFL? Oh, the chat knows what her favorite team is. And they know why it's her favorite team. And I'm waiting for somebody to say it. I'm going to let somebody answer that. I'm going to let somebody answer that. I'm being repressed. That was the bring out your dead part, right? Was that? There have been 41 WrestleManias. I'm on a mission to watch every WrestleMania in order in my free time from WrestleMania 1 through 41. Currently, I'm on WrestleMania 14 and counting. That sounds like a good time. Whatever happened to Chad Pennington? Is he running a Kia dealership in Des Moines? No, he is. He actually does play-by-play for the radio, I believe, in Florida. I saw him at a Disney restaurant once, and he was sitting right there, and I was like, oh my God, that's Chad Pennington. And he was there with his family, so I was like, I'm not going to bother him. And then his family got up and left, and he was sitting there by himself just waiting for the waitress to bring the check back to him. And PFA is like, just go say hi. And I was like, I don't want to. I don't like bothering people when they're out in public, especially at a restaurant or something. Like, I don't want to walk up to somebody and be like, but I was just like, oh my God, I want to go say hi so bad. I'm sure he would have appreciated it. You know, but like he was just kind of sitting there, like looking like he was, you know, in his own thoughts, and I didn't want to like break that. Bills because Bill's fast. Yep. So here we go. The Bills because the logo looks fast, like the stationary jets, who Glenn forgot to remove before flight. But yeah, everybody's talking about how you think the Jets logo looks like the jet is stationary.
Yeah, like it's in the hangar.
Like it's in the hangar. Like somebody parked it there and walked away and forgot about it. They forgot they have a jet. Jersey. Yep.
They ask you where you're from.
Yeah, because I'm a Jets fan.
Can you just make sure that they know I'm from New York City?
And PFA is from New York City. She doesn't want to be associated with New Jersey. Queens, the Queen of Queens. Met Macho Man when I was 14, when my family was in Miami. He was a super nice guy and took time for us and talked a bit. I heard that about him. I heard that he was very nice meeting people. Would talk to people and whatnot. Somebody else told a story about that. I watched it on YouTube recently, I think, that they were in a hotel and he just kind of walked in, they ran into him, and they were like, oh my God, you're the Macho Man Randy Savage. And he was like, yeah. And he just like sat there and like talked to them forever. Jay Cutler, the bodybuilder, will talk your ear off if you run into him. He seems like the nicest guy in the world. All right, we got the game coming up again. Half Face is officially over. There's Brian Schottenheimer. I wonder if he remembers when he was a Jets offensive coordinator and I hated him. What? It's only the halftime, yeah. Now it's the third quarter. Yep. Cowboys are winning 20. What?
Is it the same amount of time?
It's the same amount of time, yeah. We got about an hour and a half of the game left.
Not like a 2/3 time?
No. Okay, the Raiders are receiving. So Baal is next to the Raiders logo. Okay. And they take over at the 32. Yeah, I saw the 98-yard by Sky Moore and get tackled at the 1. That was crazy. I saw him get tackled like right at the 1. The jet is currently being cannibalized for parts by Putin. It's sitting somewhere east of St. Petersburg. That totally checks out. It was a massive upper body, but had some bird legs. Macho Man. Well, I mean, you know, when he was doing those interviews with Mean Gene, all you saw was like, you know, from the waist up. Genty loses a few yards on a toss. Would I rather win this game or do I care? I kind of want the Cowboys to win. I mean, I don't really care, honestly, but I kind of want the Cowboys to win. You know what? No, I want the Raiders to win because they're not going to win. But I don't want them having a higher draft pick than the Jets. So I should be rooting for the Raiders. Smith gets the ball to Tyler Lockett on 2nd and 13. We've got 3rd and I think like 7 coming up? Oh, the logo creators here. I'm a little late, but one of my favorite matches is an NXT match with Walter versus Dragunov in an empty arena back in 2020. I remember you talking about Walter from back in the day. 3rd and 6 coming up for Geno Smith. That is intended for Bowers and gets broken up. And what are they going to do? I'm assuming they're going to punt. Yeah. Broken up by Deron Bland. He said in an interview he was running out of gas. We got more from the Chiefs when they cut him. Their loss is our gain. Yeah, that was a nice return. That was the only thing he's done in the NFL so far. Epic Raiders comeback. Probably not incoming, but we can hope, yeah. And there's the punt. Vegas, that's the tension for believing you can escape the tension. Yeah. That is a touchback. Cowboys football. The jet is not a paper airplane. A paper airplane is a paper airplane. This is a legit jet. It's just parked somewhere. Yeah, let's never do those pandemic sports again. Thoughts on the Philadelphia Eagles this season? They're playing some boring football. Some very boring football. But they're winning games, so, you know. Well, you know what would be the worst? An Eagles-Broncos Super Bowl. We would get no offense. Oh. I think that would kill us. It would be a 3-0 Super Bowl. But I think the Chiefs make it to the postseason. NFC playoff card is wild as of right now. Yeah, no, they're making it to the playoffs. Chiefs are making it to the playoffs. And they're going to be a dangerous team in the playoffs. So it is things change so quickly in the NFL. So whatever their problem is now, I think they'll figure it out. I'll tell you who I don't trust in the playoffs. I don't trust Daniel Jones. I don't trust Sam Darnold. That doesn't mean those teams aren't good enough to win. But those two quarterbacks, I'm just like, if there are any two quarterbacks that are going to go to the playoffs and cost their team a game, I'm looking at those guys. Could you imagine a 3-0 Super Bowl, man? I mean, could you imagine me putting Unserious on the screen during a Super Bowl? Because that might happen. Yeah, the AFC is hell. Daniel Jones is not, I don't know what to say. He's turning back into the full night of Tumbledown. He's good. He's better than he was, but he's still Daniel Jones. Like, he's going to fumble the ball just out of nowhere sometimes. And Sam Darnold is still Sam Darnold. You pressure him the right way, he is giving you the ball. He's just like right into your chest. There you go. There you go, defense. I trust gas station sushi more than Daniel Jones in the playoffs. Yeah. Oh, man. Javonte Williams. It's about a gain of 5. I'm sure the refs will make sure the Chiefs make the playoffs. The refs seem to be in Philadelphia's court, by the way. Emily Brandt says, I'm hoping Indy or Buffalo make it to the Super Bowl. I'm hoping for Green Bay to get to the Super Bowl. But if not, I'll take the LA Rams or Tampa Bay. I do not want Buffalo in the Super Bowl. I don't want them ever touching the Super Bowl. Dak Prescott rolls to his right, gets the ball off. It's caught by George Pickens, and he falls forward for the first down. We've got 1st and 10 coming up. Is he going to be bad enough to retake the full night of Tumbledown title from J.J. McCarthy, though? If McCarthy is not a starter anymore, yeah, that title is up for grabs. Denver's another good AFC choice. The thing with Denver is, like, they're just winning close games. Their defense is insane. So, like, the defense is insane, and Bo Nix seems to get it done when he needs to get it done. Yes, Ashley, you're absolutely right. Boring games, and it's not just because of the tush pushes. No Buffalo Super Bowl to make PFA happy. I'm going to let you in on something, Emily. She does not care. She just says that she likes the Bills because she thinks the helmets are cool. She doesn't care about football. She would not lose a wink of sleep if Buffalo was the worst team in the league. And Dak Prescott gets the ball off to Jake Ferguson, and he gets a few yards. We got 3rd and about 3 coming up. Can't believe Zach Wilson doesn't know how to run with the football. Jackass. Oh my God. These bring back such bad memories. Jets versus Chargers play-by-play. Can't believe Zach Wilson doesn't know how to run with the football. Jackass. I mean, if you can't throw the damn football, you got to run with it. Justin Fields. Same can be said for him. JJ is Tumbleina. Soldier, there's your chuckle for the stream. Oh, 3rd and 4. And Pickens making plays. You gotta sign that. They can't tackle him. And he's still up. Are you kidding me? Give George Pickens the bag. Man. Yeah, but that's why she likes the Bills, because their logo looks fast. That's what it is. Emily Brandt is gonna give me agita with the Patriots winning the Super Bowl and Buffalo winning the Super Bowl. Like, no AFC East team can win the Super Bowl again unless it's the Jets. That's it. No AFC East team can ever win the Super Bowl again unless it's the New York Jets. I will not have any of this talk in the chat about the Patriots winning a Super Bowl. Come on. Unlike Joey B, who plays his heart out until he gets majorly injured. That's tragic. That's tragic. It hurts my heart. They better not let Pickens walk. Give him the bag. Pay him and just draft a crap ton of defense. That's it. Try to fix your defense by drafting defense and getting a new defensive coordinator. Soldier says, I got a couple of laughs. Today is good. I know we say a college team can't beat a pro team, but are we sure? No, I don't think so. I legit don't think so. You might actually see a college team be able to beat a pro team. I mean, we won't say it, but you know what I mean. Malik Davis gets a first down. We're 4-1 in our division. Our only division loss came from our rematch with the Rams. We currently hold the division tiebreaker. I don't know if this year is the Niners' year, because the Seahawks and the Rams, they're tough. But, you know, the Niners are good. I'm not going to say they're not. First of all, eliminate that giant freaking Buffalo. Oh, I wish you would have been successful with that. Jets would kill OSU in the trenches just off the sheer size difference. That's right. That's right, SG. Jets would destroy OSU. Bring them on. Let's get that game going. Pickens again, and he's down to the 4. Oh my God. Cincinnati needs, to be charged with abuse. Yeah, because they're letting poor Joe Burrow get killed, and it's making me sick. I have a feeling even if the Patriots make it to the Super Bowl, Rich is going to yank my blue wrench status. That's an idea. That is an idea. I might be busy that day, Bubba. I don't know if I'll be streaming. Super Bowl Sunday. I forgot. I got something to do. Man, it sucks. Gonna have to catch you guys on the flip side of that. I see that Jamar Chase is the spitting image of Jalen Carter. Oh my God. Vegas, that's the tension for life. Indeed. Well, at least I got their score right. Hopefully, if they score more than 9 points, I'm going to be mad. Prescott. Who is this? Flournoy with the touchdown grab, 30-9. All right, well, my score was close so far, but I have a feeling that's not going to be the last time Dallas scores. We have a 76% chance of making the playoffs according to reports. If the playoffs were today, we would hold the 7th seed. You might make the playoffs. I mean, I think there's a very good possibility they could. I just don't know how far they'll go. Kick is up and it's good. 31-9. Matt West says the Jets have way more talent than our record. We have been completely mismanaged for years, and it's going to take multiple seasons to fix it. So I think we can go a long way to fixing it this offseason. Totally could. It's completely possible. And then with all the draft capital we have next season, I mean, 8 picks in total in the first 2 rounds over the next 2 drafts. 8 picks. That should be 8 starters. Plus $100 million in cap space. We just need to make sure this team is coached well, and I think Aaron Glenn is learning. There are things that he's doing that I like. He doesn't look like he's lost. And I'm telling you, man, we've seen guys who just make the same mistakes over and over again. They don't learn from their mistakes. I think Aaron Glenn is actually learning. The fact that he took the ball against the Patriots when they won the coin toss, said, no, we want the ball first. It tells me that, like, he's making decisions based on real factors, not just willy-nilly. You know what I mean? If it's mismanagement, it should be easy to turn around in the next 2 seasons. Yeah, I think so. No belt protest tonight. Oh, Matt West says, bring out the Cowboys belt. Jerry demands it. We've got the belt coming out at the request of the belt, the keeper of the belts. Hold on 1 minute. And let's see. Here's what I'm going to do with the belt, because I don't want to take Sean Cantrell's title off the screen. So I am going to change the belt location. Just give me a moment. But because the game was so ridiculous tonight, I'm going to do something first. We're going to do we give you a little Miami Dulgas action before we get the Cowboys belt up, because this belt's always nice to see. It's one of the best belts ever created. I thank God for AI when I see that belt, because it's a joy. It's a joy to view. Cowboys titles coming up. Oh, they're talking about the Jets. All right, hold on one second. So we're going to put the belt there for a moment. I'm going to move Sean Cantrell's title to where the score prediction is. Okay. All right, there we go. I think I got the screen figured out. Mayer gets a few yards on 2nd and 5, gets about 4 yards. Can you shrink the belt and replace the Cowboys logo with the belt? I can, but then you can't see the text on it. I was going to do that. Let me see how that looks. But yeah, you can't see the text. It looks kind of weird. Oh, no, that's in a bad location. How's that? False start on the offense. What do you got? How do you guys like that? I'm surrounded by royalty with those belts, yeah. Since we've already seen the Cowboys title several times. There we go. Now that's not too bad. All right, so you guys think that looks cool. All right, so Sean Cantrell's title's going back to the main screen. And Brock Bowers. So yeah, maybe that's where we'll put the belts from now on, and I'll just put it up. If it's a new belt that we haven't seen, I'll put it up on screen large so you can see the text on it and whatnot, and then I will replace the logo with the belt from now on. I think that's a good system. I think that's a good system. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so you guys already know what it says. So if it's a new belt that we haven't seen before, though, I just can't wait until we can put the Jaguars belt up. Yeah, the main screen is where the Demon vs. title should be, always. Yeah, Josh is a moron. I mean, you guys know that. Is this the earliest in a game that we've seen the team belt this season? No. No. Matt West called for I think it was a first quarter when the Jets were, what game was that? When the Jets were playing somebody, you called for the belt in the first quarter? I don't remember. So that's what we'll do from now on. If it's a new belt, I'll put it up here for a moment so you guys can see it, and then I will replace it there, and we will leave the champion's belt where it is. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. You guys are awesome. Sean over the Cowboys, definitely. Well, I was keeping his title on screen, but I wanted to show. But then I forgot that we actually had seen this belt before, right? It should be Remember the 90s. Oh, NFL High School Week 2 Aftermath. That was the Cincinnati Bengals going off with the swear words. SG. They were not happy in that episode. When I first started doing the streams and SG would come in with all the quotes, I was like taken aback. I was like, wow, this guy knows all the quotes. He's got them all just ready to go. All right, let me just see something here really quick. Okay. Okie doke. Sean Cantrell's belt is touching the pumpkin pie there, too. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, it was the Bengals game and we won. That's right. That's what it was. He called for the belt early in the Bengals game. He had it. He was like, you know what? Just put the belt up. And then they won. And SG was all like, this is what I'm telling you guys. I wonder if Detroit's is going to use curse words. Oh, Detroit's is goated. Detroit's, they have the lawns. Detroit lawns. I got to stop giving these ideas away for free. Interdimensional championship, belt placements, Patriots dominance over your Jets. Patriots dominance over my Jets. I just don't get too used to it because it's going to be done soon. Mayer gets about a gain of 9. How many more points does Brock Bowers need to defeat me? He needs 19 more points. I hope he doesn't get it. If he gets 19 points, I'm screwed. He shouldn't, though. He shouldn't. We'll see. I was so sure they were going to go 0-8 and had other stuff to do that day. Another random jobber, Jim Powers. And Paul Romer was his tag team partner, wasn't he? Weren't they a tag team? He called for the Bengals belt to win, and they didn't. Yeah. Matt West has been known to do that. The Detroit Lions were once described as a settlement so lowly that even beggars bypassed it for fear of losing their dignity. Yeah. So that's what the new skit's going to be, is the Lord of the Rings style. I switched it up a little bit. But it's already done. It's on Patreon. I'm going to upload it tomorrow, though. They were managed by Teddy Lane. That was dropped by Bowers. Yeah, make sure the Eagles don't try to strangle Detroit doesn't try to strangle the Eagles in class. I wouldn't try that. I would not try that. The Eagles are pretty formidable. They use a lot of swear words, too. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Geno Smith working out of the shotgun. And a gain of 2. Technically, they are the Roaring Realm in the quest for the 8 rings. Yes, they are the Roaring Realm. So what I did was, after a little feedback from people, I dumbed it down a little bit to make it more palatable for just for the average person, because I can get a little crazy with some of this stuff sometimes. And that was a good one too, Eagles Falcons. Oh, that was where Matt West called for the Eagles belt, right? And then the Falcons came back and won. That's where Half Face came into play. Geno gets the ball off. That's caught by Tyler Lockett. 1:23 left in the 3rd quarter. I've had that Sir Robin song from Monty Python and the Holy Grail in my head all day. I've just been randomly singing it. Cowboys-Raiders game is 31-9. We've got the Cowboys belt on screen, by the way. The nasty Nick Patrick angle. Oh, yes. I do remember that. That was indeed the birth of half-face. I did not know that. That's interesting. The average person ain't glue as a child. Don't dumb it down. Make them put in some effort if they don't get it initially. I know you've never seen that, Bubba. I mean, you know, I want to have the entryway into the Demonverse be. I don't want people to have to do too much work. Geno Smith gets chased down from behind after a gain of 2. I can see us Packer types being hobbits. Yeah, I could see that too. Anyone who tries to trade with us for Mac Jones in the offseason, who we signed for 2 years, so be prepared for us to say no or want a king's ransom for Mac. So, yeah, I don't know that they will trade him because Brock Purdy's injury history. And he is a quarterback that Kyle Shanahan trusts and feels like, you know, he can get the most out of. So I don't know that they will trade him. And if they were to, though, I think a second rounder would be pretty much the asking price. And they might get that. Boldly brave Sir Robin. All right. Okay. Jamie England is here. I've been watching Raw till now. What have I missed? You missed the Cowboys putting up 31 points and George Pickens is having himself a nice day. Jimmy's finally here. You know what he does? What Jimmy does is he sits back because he's not confident that the Cowboys are actually going to win. So he sits back and just lurks. And then when it's safe to come in, he comes in. That's how much of a coward this man is. Yeah, Jimmy England, I'm talking to you. You have a literal demon as the doorman for the entrance, Rich. I think they will just they'll get the gist pretty quick. They should. They should. He bravely ran away when danger reared its ugly head. Sir Robin bravely turned his tail and fled. His head bashed in and his heart cut out and his liver removed and his bowels unplugged. And that's when he cut it off. He's like, yeah, I think that's enough singing for now. Mac Jones on the Niners. On the Niners is like Tyler Huntley on the Ravens, a premium backup who they're almost certainly not trading. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. They would. You would have to pay a steep price to get Mac Jones. I think a second rounder would do it though. Father Dismas is the Lord of the dad joke. Third and 10. We are in the fourth quarter officially. That's Brock Bowers. It's about a gain of 7. It's crazy. Cowboys fans, a lot of them look like they're not happy. Like, you should be thrilled. They should be having a good time. Pete Carroll is ageless, man. 4th and 4, Geno Smith at the Dallas 13, working out of the shotgun, changing the play at the line. He takes the snap. His eyes for Brock Bowers, but he's going to run. And Geno slides at the 5. I thought Scatterboo was hurt. He was shoving Dom Mysterio around pretty good on Raw tonight. I wonder if the NFL is going to get like annoyed at that, or if the Giants are going to get annoyed at that. Do you think they know he was there? Like, does he have to run that by them? Gino on first and goal from the 6, takes the snap, swings this out to Tucker, who gets in the end zone. And Vegas puts some more points up. Uh-oh. Matt West called for the belt, and look at this. Vegas gets in the end zone. We never learn. I think the lead is safe, though. Shador is going to start. Why not? Why not? Let him get out there and play a full game. Get a full week of practice, play a full game. I mean, still Trey, yeah. It's trade day. There's the kick, and it's good. It's the mother effing TRE. All right. Not concerned about a garbage time touchdown, says Matt West. He's like, this means nothing. Sanders can't play well versus Vegas. I don't know if there's hope. Yeah, I agree with that, Red X. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm curious to see, Matt. What can Shador do with a week of first team reps? You know, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he looked good in the little bit that we saw at all. But I also didn't think Dylan Gabriel looked good at all in what I saw of him. And Shador, to me, kind of looks more like an NFL quarterback, but we'll see. NFL getting annoyed at Scatterboo. He's only allowed to participate in one league with pre-scripted outcomes per calendar year. Yeah, that makes sense. The Faces of Fear tag team. I don't think I know that tag team. Who was that? Oh, he was there with a bunch of other Giants players because they were in the Garden for Cena's last Raw. Okay. So it's not like he's going to have a match against Mysterio. There's an Emmett Smith dancing commercial on, so PFA had me watch Dancing with the Stars years ago when Emmett Smith was on it, and he ended up winning, and she was a big fan of Emmett Smith on that show. And I was like, he is a football player. Dallas Cowboys football player. She really wanted him to win. And she wanted Jerry Rice to win, too, when he was on it. Oh, the Faces of Fear was Mangan the Barbarian. Okay, I didn't remember that they were called the Faces of Fear. All right, here's the kickoff. I got to move ball. Turpin crosses the 40-yard line. We got 13 minutes, 16 seconds left in the game. Cowboy Star isn't a logo, it's a rating. Yeah, I think we were talking about that at the beginning of the stream. If I remember correctly, hey, there's Troy Aikman. He used to play on the Cowboys too. He didn't have to do much for them. Just basically sit back there and deliver the football and not make mistakes. That was his job. First and 10 from about the 43. Dak Prescott is under center. Gives the ball to Javonte, who falls forward for a gain of 4. WCW royally screwed up the Glacier gimmick as well. I think he was just bad, though. The optics were really cool. Do you remember when Ernest the Cat Miller stole his gimmick, though? He was another guy I think was underrated. Ernest the Cat Miller was funny. He stole Glacier's gimmick and he couldn't get it to work right, and he was like yelling. That was pretty funny. WCW had some pretty cool moments. Who was, all right, I'm going to give you guys trivia. Who was the first, this is probably easy for most of you. Who was the first guy to lose to Goldberg to start the streak? I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I think you underrate Aikman. Dude may have been mostly a game manager, but was deadly accurate with his deep ball. Yeah, I mean, I'd be deadly accurate on my deep ball, too, if I was throwing to Michael Irvin, sorry. I mean, he had dogs on that team and a hell of an offensive line. But you're right, you know. He had to be, like, somewhat good. Punts, Cowboys are going to punt. I mean, I would love for the Jets to get a quarterback like Troy Aikman and have a team like that around them and around him and just win Super Bowls. That'd be awesome. Mang was the M-effing man. Oh, it was the effing man. Yeah. Tucker was trying to go backwards, and he's going to get tackled at about the 1. Yeah, Alan Lazard wasn't his wide receiver, too. I don't know that he would have had the same success. Yes, Jimmy England got it. Goldberg's first victim was Hugh Morris. Yes, Red X Power got it. Buddy Lee Parker. Was that his actual name? All right. Bad choice. That ball was going to go in the end zone. Should have just set up blocks instead of fielding it. Yep. Yes, indeed, Mike Causey. By the way, Mike Causey, I have to give you your props. Mike Causey is the number 5 contender on the stream, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who do not know. When a contender pops in, I honor them. I apologize, Mike Causey, for not doing it earlier. Hugh Morris. Indeed. I remember Bobby Heenan talking about Goldberg and saying Hugh Morris's name was Bill DeMott. I remember Bobby Heenan talking about Goldberg and his run and saying WCW never should have had him lose. And I was on board with that. Oh, it was the first televised win of the streak, but the first win was actually Buddy Lee Parker in a dark match. Oh, look at this. Matt Beckel is going deep. Lord Horror goes deep with the trivia. So the question should have been, what was his first televised win? And I messed that up. And for that, I am sorry. I feel like there are a lot of commercials for this game. Like, people actually paid advertising dollars for this game. They were like, we're going to give you money to put our product on Monday Night Football, Cowboys Raiders. That's a good plan. That's a great plan. All right, Geno Smith is at the 1 yard line. Genty's in the backfield. I'm assuming they're going to hand this off to him to try to get out of the end zone. They pitch it back to him, and there's a whistle blown. There's a flag. Scott Norton's feud with Ernest the Cat Miller was a riot, says the logo creator. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. The amount of known trivia in this chat is second to none. Yeah. AI comes here to answer questions. I don't know. Let me check with the PFD chat. I almost called it the PFA chat. I should call it the PFA chat. Oh, and there's going to be a safety. Oh, man. Soldier, before you said 2 safeties, we got 1, but they've already got too many points. I could have used that before. Oh, boy, on seriousness. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Silly. So, is that Vegas? That's detention? They were in detention way before that. Oh, boy, Vegas. And now it is a 3-score game. So I don't think that Belt's worried. Gwennon Williams must be happy to be on the winning end of a football game. It's been a long time. Yeah, it should be detention for messing up the score. Still 11 minutes left. My God. Yeah, we'll probably get a Joe Milton sighting. They're up 3 scores. They score 1 more touchdown. I think we'll see Joe Milton. And here comes the free kick. Oh, Pete Carroll's going to try to get the ball back with an onside kick. All right. $11:39 left. Gonna try this onside kick. Let's see what happens. Got the all hands team out there, right? That's what they got to do. All right. AJ Cole about to attempt the kick. Goldberg lost a dark match early in his streak to Chad Fortune. Really? I didn't know that. How long was that match? That'd be interesting to watch. This is straight into the air. This is interesting. And George Pickens grabs it. Crazy. George Pickens got it. Trey Lance is on the Chargers now. Trey Lance is on the Chargers. He almost did he come in when Justin Herbert got hurt? That was interesting for the onside kick. So you can punt it, but it can't go past the 45. That's interesting. And they could have called a fair catch on that. Huh. So Lance did get some playing time yesterday. Okay. Dallas just needs to run this ball. Whew. Man, this game's got me yawning. It's time to put Die Hard on. What do you guys say? All right. Argyle. There we go. 1st and 10. Yep, there we go. We're going to run the football. Javante goes forward. And I'm going to get that clock moving. Thank God. I feel like it's been at 11:34 for the past 15 minutes. Vegas player could have caught the ball in the air. The kick traveled 10 yards. Yeah. Great Joe Milton is the backup for the Cowboys. Dak Prescott working out of the shotgun. I'd be curious to see Jalen Milroe. He's backing up Sam Darnold. Is he the second string or is he the third string? What's happening to my voice? Why am I squeaking? CeeDee Lamb caught that. The ball came out after he got tackled, so it looks like he's down. He's ruled down. That's a catch. We're under the 11-minute mark now. You don't see onside attempts on free kicks after safeties that often, yeah. Of all the games that they had on the slate this week, I mean, we have Rams, Seahawks. They give us Dallas, Vegas on a Monday night. We had Kansas City, Denver. Like, what? Who picks these games? So ridiculous. Giving us a little game recap right now. I mean, I don't even know what to say. Don't even know what to say. Lupke gets the first down. Jimmy says, I wouldn't say the great Joe Milton. Good arm, but his accuracy is sketchy. Yeah, I call everybody great at some point. Except Josh Allen. Except Drake May. Except Tua. Nobody in the AFC East is great unless they play for the Jets. So Joe Milton played for the Patriots, so therefore he wasn't great, but now he became great. Prescott gets the ball off to Turpin. That's a 35-yard game. Petition to replace the onside kick with a 4th and 15 on their own 35. Oh, that would be interesting. 15, though. I think it would have to be more than 15. 15 yards seems like it could be a little easy. What I think of Bam Bam Bigelow. When he was first coming into WWE and they did that whole thing with the managers where it's like, who's going to get Bam Bam Bigelow? I was like, man, this guy's cool. He's got tattoos on his head. What? Like flames on his head? Javonte Williams gets a first down. Takes it down to the 10. Now flag comes in. He was athletic, man. He wasn't like one of my favorite wrestlers, but I appreciated him. Personal foul on the rookie Tyler Booker. And they lose field position on that. So I think a 4th and 15, SG says, is fair in my opinion, especially at their own 35. If you don't convert, then the opponent is already in field goal range. Yeah, maybe, but I feel like 4th and 15 might be kind of easy for some teams to get. Like Mahomes on 4th and 15, he's mostly going to get that. Oh my God, stop with the whistles. This game, man. Terrible. Firmly believe that only the first 6 weeks of primetime games on Sunday and Monday night should be scheduled before the season. Everything after that should be flexed. Yeah, I know. I know they have issues with logistics and whatnot, but still, like, they should give us better. If it's the only game on television at that time, it should be a good game. It should be a premier game. Like, we should never get Raiders Cowboys in prime time. 4th and 20, and it seems fair. That's what I'm thinking, Matt. 4th and 20 seems a bit more logical to me. Refs, the politicians of the sporting world, yeah. Are we under the 8-minute mark? Wow, crazy. All right, we're at the 7:38 mark now. Dak Prescott working out of the shotgun on 2nd and 3. Yeah, we did finally get points in a primetime game. True. It's just like the Raiders in primetime. Like, stop giving us the Raiders in primetime, man. Like, I don't care if Tom Brady's part owner. They're not good. They're not fun to watch. It's like a snooze fest watching them. The Cowboys are at least exciting, but, sometimes they'll just play to a tie. Dak's got 4 tutties tonight. This ball's caught by CeeDee Lamb, and he gets taken down. It's a first down. 6:40 on the clock. Might be a hot take, but I think Lex Luger was overrated. His moveset was very limited. I was never a big Lex Luger fan. I mean, you're not a fan of the Human Torture Act, though? I thought that was a cool move. But yeah, he was very limited. He was limited. I had a friend back in the day. It's funny because when we were little kids, we watched WWF like crazy, but he would watch WCW and became a big Lex Luger fan. And I remember when Flair beat Lex Luger at a Starrcade or something, he legitimately started crying. We were young. He started crying. He's like, I hate him. And I always reminded him of that because then later on in life, he became a Ric Flair fan. And I was like, no, you cried, man. You cried when he won. Never let you forget that. I would suggest the Packers don't deserve prime time with the way they're playing. Yeah, they've been a tough watch, honestly. They've been a tough watch. So weird seeing Quinnen in a Cowboys uniform. I hope Dallas runs this. They get the ball under the 5-minute mark. I hope they don't get in the end zone here. No, Dak's going to throw it. He's going to look to the end zone. No, he doesn't. That's caught. So now we're going under the 5-minute mark. Cowboys got a 3rd and about 2 coming up. Yeah, the Cowboys have been a rough watch. I'm sorry, the Packers have been a rough watch, which is surprising because I thought they were going to be one of the premier teams in the league. That was spanned forward on the reception, the tight end, by the way. Third and 2, 4:40 on the clock. That gives the ball to Javonte, who is going to be shy of the first down marker. Brings up 4th down, so before this next play is run, we're going to get under the 4-minute mark. I say Dallas should Dallas looks like they're just going to go for it. I don't blame them. I liked Bright Color Crush, but hated Biker Crush and Brian Adams in WCW, who's horrible on the mic and limited in skill. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that, Matt Beckle. I was never a big Crush fan. I wasn't even like a big Demolition fan. Like I liked the Legion of Doom, and when I saw Demolition, I was like, these guys are like kind of trying to be the Legion of Doom, but their hair is not nearly as cool. Like it was just like slick back hair. Those masks were cool though, like the spiked hockey masks sort of deals. Like those were cool. Those were cool. Mark Davis. I mean, good Lord. 3:59 left on the clock. Dallas took a timeout there. They're going to run this on 4th and 2. Try to at least get the first down or a touchdown. Dak gets the ball off. That's dropped by CeeDee Lamb. The ball was a little off target, but it still hit him in the hands. Raiders football. CeeDee Lamb would have gotten in the end zone. Just hit him in the hands. And we got a little Phil Collins action happening right now. Take me home. Is that Phil Collins or Genesis? I think it's Phil Collins. Because he doesn't remember. So, Buffalo Texans on Thursday night. Hope it's a good game. Is CJ Stroud coming back? When is CJ Stroud coming back? Let me see. CJ Stroud remains in concussion protocol. So, I swear if this is a second safety, oh my God, imagine, Soldier. I'm going to scream if that happens. I will scream if that happens. Let me see. I'm going to look up another NFL mock draft. Here we go. 57 minutes ago. Okay, this one's good. This is NSPRV. So, who do they have? This is a stupid mock draft. This is a dumb mock draft. They're not even putting the players' names up there. Like, forget it. Mike Causey comes in with a 5 says, this season's top 10 offenses can score when playing weak defenses. When they play top 10 defenses, the defense dominates. That was not the case 2 years ago. Yeah, so we go back and forth with football. Like, we had an offensive renaissance, and now it looks like we're heading back towards a defensive renaissance. Coordinators are smart. You know what I mean? Coaches are smart. They seem to catch up to things. Like things like that don't last too long. So it's always going to flip-flop a little bit. But there is way more offense than there used to be. Mike Causey is 72 cents away from being your number 4 contender, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. Thank you very much, Mike. But yeah, you're right. It was not the case 2 years ago. Wait a minute. Geno Smith is in the end zone. Oh, get him. I want to see that second safety, actually. No, not going to happen. And the clock will continue to tick. The Raiders have 3 timeouts. Like, if they burn all 3 timeouts, I'm going to have a big problem with Pete Carroll. We're going to have to fight. Although I think Pete Carroll would probably work me in a fight. He's got a lot of energy. I think I would just tap. I'd be like, all right, Pete. You're good. Sorry. 2nd and 5. That's caught by Brock Bowers. Could you imagine Pete Carroll getting me in like an ankle lock and screaming tap? That'd be funny. Wouldn't be funny for me because my ankle would be shot. So Brock Bowers cannot get 17 points. I need him to not get 17 points here. And he could, if he just catches a long touchdown here, that's 17 points probably in PPR. Can't let that happen. Geno Smith on 3rd and 1, working out of the shotgun. Brock Bowers is in motion. Geno Smith is back to pass. On 3rd and 1, what are they doing? He's going to get, oh, he loses the football. Oh, tried to throw it as he was wrapped up. 4th and 1. That's an incomplete pass. 4th and 1 coming up. Let's put a ribbon on this game, Dallas. Put a ribbon on this game. What do you think? Got your title up. It's sitting there all nice and shiny. And here we go. Geno back to pass. Oh, he's got sacked. He's got sacked. The quarterback is toast. And that's a turnover on downs. Dallas gets it back with 2:31. 1st and goal. 1st and goal. And Mike Causey becomes your number 4 contender, ladies and gentlemen, with that tour. Number 4, release the Epstein files, he says. He's getting political. He's getting political. Mike Causey, I'm going to get your name up there. This is the most exciting thing that's happened in the past couple of minutes here with this game on. But I can't wait for that Black Friday game. Got a nice 3 o'clock Black Friday game. That's going to be fun. And there you go, Mike Causey as the number 2 contender. Look at that. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Oh, my God. And the Raiders have too many men on the field. Oh, Pete Carroll, what are you doing? What are you doing to us? All right. Good soldier applauding for the great Mike Causey. Oh, I got to get my face back on screen. What am I doing? What is going on here? Clock is continuing to tick. We're going to have the 2-minute warning. Raiders have all 3 timeouts. I'm assuming they're going to use them all. I'm going to take a quick as we go to the 2-minute warning, I'm going to take a quick intermission. Say hi to Lord Chair for the first time tonight. Be back in a moment. And this is why you stick around on stream, because every now and then when we have a ridiculous game going on, you might get a little other entertainment. Can you hear that? I don't have it plugged in. Let's see if I could. This is a weird position for me to be in. Hold on. Let me see if I can play it this way. I can't play it this way. It's hard. I'm trying to play For Whom the Bell Tolls, because the bell is tolling for the Vegas Raiders. And that's it. All right. Freebird. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Guitar Joe Dice is here. Yeah, you guys want to hear Master of Puppets? It's hard to play this way because I have armrest here, and Lord Chair is like blocking me from being Stairway. Oh man, I forgot Stairway. I could do oh, we got the, hold on, a little Fade to Black. Oh, Dallas is in victory position as we fade to black, so let's do that. Hold on. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Yeah, Master. Let's do Master again. Hold on. It's hard to play like this. It's hard to play like that. Yeah, Fade to Black. Yeah, let's do a little, hold on. Wait. See if I can do it this way. Damn. Play one more time. Hold on. All right, that's it. I can't get comfortable here because these damn armrests are here, so I have to like put this in a weird position. You see, that's why you never leave the stream. You never know when you're going to get a little extra entertainment that you didn't expect. And the Dallas Cowboys, 36 seconds left, but the clock is not ticking down, so I don't know what's going on. Good night, Melissa. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Nothing else matters. I could do that. Do Nothing Else Matters. Heads up, I'm not going to be around Thanksgiving weekend for family time, so I recommend holding an election this week. I am still going to try and stop by, but I can't stay. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing the Thanksgiving Day, but I'll be doing Black Friday. But yeah, we'll hold an election on Thursday or Sunday. Remind me, and we'll hold an election. And get your nominations ready. And the Dallas Cowboys will officially wrap this up. Thank you to everyone who hung out. I'm a fan of Lord Chair, but now we need a chair understudy to guitar request in the future. Good night, Matt Beckel. Thank you. Pro Guitar Demon, yes. Good night, everyone. Should and all stream a little guitar. Yes, I should do that. I might need to fix my chair situation, but I can't get Lord Chair out of here. Maybe I'll get my acoustic fixed. My acoustic's over there and it's broken, but you could hear that better. But thank you to everybody. Thank you, Sean Cantrell, your new Demonverse champion once again. A little Sean Chin music. I appreciate it, man. Thank you to everybody who hung out, donated. Thank you to Mike Causey for becoming the number 4 contender. We had a new contendership swap. We had a title change. Dallas Cowboys win. Finally, the end, says Father Dismas. I will be here on Thursday night as we watch stupid Josh Allen hopefully lose a football game to the Houston Texans. Hopefully CJ Stroud is back. We will see. Dak Prescott looks happy. He should. They won 33-16 in a game they should have won. But love you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, what else was I going to say? Oh, four for who? Let me think. For Lorraine, of course, as always. For Dak Prescott, why not? Because he's on screen. Oh, from Marshawn Nealand, of course. I am Rich Jodice, the Pro Football Demon. For PFA, for Lucas Astro, for Lorraine. I am Rich Jodice, the Pro Football Demon, and I'll see you guys really soon.